video game podcast starts now.
Hello! We are all here, we're back. Welcome to Click Click Play, episode 22. It's the 18th of June, which means it's nearly my birthday. I hope you've all got cards ready for me. And, although it's been everyone's birthday the last couple of weeks on here. And we're joined, as always, by old, faithful Jordan Reese.
I'm feeling 22.
You're not, though.
Right. Taylor Swift song.
Well, I didn't expect you to be singing Taylor Swift, Jordan.
I really like Taylor Swift, and she's just come back on Spotify, and that it was.
Do you like her music?
It was a really yeah.
Oh. There you go.
Yeah.
That explains a lot about you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is that why you enjoy drinking cider?
Cider.
Drinking cider.
Cider.
I'd like to be.
Is that why you enjoy drinking cider?
Sorry about that. Excuse Manny. He's
right.
currently eating a McDonald's, like the most American thing could possibly be. Jesus Christ. You're going to have a rant about freedom later as well. Andre.
As long as we're on the subject, you guys want to talk about freedom? You guys wouldn't know anything about that, though.
What is it?
Something about guns.
I don't know what that is.
You know, guns and
Freedom
flags.
is a McDonald's and a
Don't worry.
Starbucks coffee.
Do you guys
That's
have
what
like?
freedom
Do
is.
Starbucks, Jesus.
you guys not have a queen or anything?
Oh, no.
Oh, we got a king.
We got an almighty ruler over here.
Give it
Oh
time.
God.
And we all love him so much.
The other voice you can hear, the one with that really New York accent, it's Andre.
Hey, I'm
Fucking
podcasting over here.
Hey,
Nice.
wise guy. Can you do a new
Wise guys, I'm podcasting over here.
Can you do a New Jersey accent?
That's my bit. Nah, I can't fucking. I just try to sound like Harley Quinn.
I just
Oh,
think of The
come on,
Sopranos.
Mr. Batman, Mr. J. I'm
Jay.
walking over here.
I'm walking here.
All right, moving on.
Amazing. Okay, so that's Andre, and yep, there he is, licking his fingers, trying to get all the viewers. It's Manny Repete.
Hey, everybody, what's going on?
Oh, that's right, yeah. Just wiping your mouth with the microphone over your mouth. That works.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Hi, everybody, what's going on?
Well, I'm sure that McDonald's will help you cold. / coke habit. How's your weekend been, Manny? Heard you went out last night?
I went out last night, hung out with a bunch of old friends that I haven't seen in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool. He had an announcement. Apparently his wife is pregnant or whatever, so
Aw.
he's
Apparently.
having a.
You sound like
he's
you don't
having
believe
a
her.
baby. No, I believe her. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was gonna stream it, but then I got too drunk, so I didn't.
Stream a reunion.
Yeah, stream the party. It was really cool. There's a lot of people drinking.
Man, I've seen like Instagram, you know, the story and like some of the things that people post is just so pointless.
Did you
So,
see
yeah.
what I posted? Did you see the big black dildo that somebody got him for his birthday?
Are you? I don't think I didn't even have you on Instagram. But that sounds
Piece
good.
of shit.
It's like, I
That's
don't
really
think I
funny.
want to see that.
No.
It's
Yeah, that's what I
all
should have
over my
replied
story, guys. All over my story.
Andre, how's your week been?
I've been all right. I've just been being boring, and I've been filming a lot of stuff, so that's great.
Oh,
Other than that, like I haven't even gotten time to play any. I mean, I played a little bit of Binding of Isaac this week,
Oh, yeah?
but that's literally about it. I've been a very boring person this entire week.
speaking of Binding of Isaac, it's like super cheap at the moment. It's about €5 or €10 or something on Steam.
Oh,
I
cool.
recommend-
It's still $50 on the Switch though. That's
Oh, yeah.
It's $30. It's $30. All right.
And it's still not
And-
available in the UK.
Just so weird. I mean, just buy it on the computer.
And
You
it's
can
not
get
my
for
type of game.
$5.
I'm going to avoid that, I think. It looks nice
Yeah.
and fancy, but... I'm
I just
okay.
want something on my Switch.
Yeah. Yeah, I need more stuff on my Switch. And Jordan! Well, I haven't got the... Where's the... Let's go. You have been... Well, it's hot. It is hot. That's what you say in the document for the show. How hot have you been, Jordan?
Oi!
Today
on.
it's been hot.
It's blimey hot. Oi.
It's like 25 degrees.
20. That's
It's hot.
freezing.
It's hot. It's hot here. It's hot. Shut up. It's hotter in the
That's
UK right
true.
now than it is in Miami.
Oh,
Just let
yeah?
you know.
Is it?
Yeah.
How does it feel
Yeah.
outside?
What's the temperature
Fucking.
in Cardiff on Jordan?
It's nearly at 30. Nearly.
Nearly at 30. It's like
Wow,
37 this
30
year,
degrees.
this week. Here. In the sun. Pace Monster says, what? There's sun in England? Yeah, well, he's in Cardiff, but we'll let you off. So, just very quickly, because this is the E3 special of the Click Click Play podcast. But before that, we've got, just quickly, what games have you been playing? Let's say, Andre.
Can I start?
Go on, Manny. You can start.
No, move on.
No, you've not played anything.
Just Battlegrounds, about it.
Have you won any?
No.
Oh, never mind. Andre, how does Battleground hold up? I've not played it in like 2 weeks. Have they had some? They've had some decent server updates, haven't they?
I don't know.
Interesting podcast.
Brilliant. Andre, what about you?
I have been playing a little bit of Binding of Isaac and a lot of bit of this cell phone game.
Mm-hmm.
It's Crazy
A
Taxi
lot
Clicker.
of it.
Yeah, a lot of bit of that Crazy Taxi Clicker game. I don't recommend it. It's not good. That's it. Moving on.
Moving on. All right. Wow, this podcast's gonna be over in like 5 minutes. Well, if there's one
way too long anyway.
there's one
No, that's
person who will, make the length of this podcast, will lengthen us all. It's Jordan Reese.
Hey.
Tell us, Jordan, what have you been playing?
Fuck all this week. It's been it's been really hot, and I'm really busy with work. So the only things I've played, I've talked about already on the show. So I've been playing Wipeout and a little bit of Tekken. But
Oh, yeah?
I've talked about those. So yeah,
Still enjoying Tekken?
yeah. I'm just trying to clear all the like campaigny stuff. So I've done the entire story.
Mm-hmm.
There are pretty shitty like character story bits as well, which
Yeah.
you do get one cutscene once you. It's like you basically just do one fight and you get a cutscene after it, so it kind of replaces the ending scenes in the previous game. So I've done all of those. The only thing I haven't done, when you finish the story, it unlocks a special match, which I don't know if you've seen.
No, I've not lost
Um,
story yet. I haven't gone back to it yet.
So
Sorry, there's police outside my house.
that's
Oh
got
shit!
a
You're getting swatted.
That party
You're getting swatted.
that party you didn't
Because
get
I've been
invited
playing
to.
this Crazy Taxi so much. Oh no.
Listen, let me close the door. Because
what was I saying? So
Wipe
yeah, you
out.
finish the story, it unlocks a special match, but it's really hard. I can't even in the story even gives you like cheats to do special moves and stuff, and I can't seem to do the final fight. The guy is too hard, so I'll have to come back to that at some point.
stick it on easy.
That's it. I think is there a difficulty selection
Yeah.
in?
I played on easy. Ben mode.
I'll have to have a look. I'll have to have a look. And last night I bit the bullet, fired up my Switch, and jumped back into Zelda, which I've been threatening to do for a little while. Yeah, I really want to get enough. I want to do enough shrines so I can get the Master Sword and then go and find the Hero Shields and set myself up nicely for the DLC. You can buy a house somewhere, I've been
Yeah,
told, but like
Yeah, I've been told that too.
I bought a
Where
house.
is it?
The house
did you?
is...
like in a
It's near the...
God damn it! Just get the game, bro. Well,
It's near the lighthouse.
damn it.
Or
Oh,
that
yeah?
place
Okay.
where you get your cheek slaped. It's in that village.
So it's one particular house that you can buy. You don't like.
I think you can then
Decide where
buy
you go and-
maybe buy another. I'm not sure because then they say, "Oh, we're going to go to this place," and I haven't gone after them to find them, and I've forgotten where they went.
Yeah, I think after we'll get into this later, but after seeing E3 and then seeing some Nintendo games, it kind of got me really wanting to play on my Switch. So I'm gonna
Zelda's
play
amazing. Is it
Zelda.
still good going back to it?
Yes, it's fucking ace.
Yeah, and
I
I got
You guys,
the.
is that game being supported? Like, are there like patches every once in a while, maybe like to fix
Yeah.
frame
you
issues?
Need,
and
you don't
stuff like
need
that, or-
patches on a perfect game, all right?
No, it has been patched. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That being said, it has been patched.
Sorry to shit in your parade, but it's been it has been patched. So.
Yeah, no, I love that game. I'm gonna go back to it when all the DLC's out. But that's something that they mentioned in the Nintendo conference, which seemed cool. Seemed all right. The stuff that they were going to release. I can find out where I've been walking for 200 hours.
Yep.
I'll get that. €20. It's not much for 2 DLC. Well, the games I've been playing, I ordered ARMS. ARMS came, and I played about 30 minutes to an hour of it. I didn't play any of the multiplayer because I've played loads of that online in the beta, but thought, okay, I'll try out the single player stuff. It's really boring. It's really, really boring. I played against this thing called a Grand Prix. I think it's called the Grand Prix, where you play 10 matches and it's 1-on-1, but like 2 or 3 of those might be the basketball or the volleyball or I think it's called straight shot or something like that, where you have to shoot through targets. And yeah, it's just, there's no story. At the beginning it's like, you're up against Sizzler Man, and Sizzler Man is the king of cool cats, and this kind of cheesy crap, and then you beat him and move on to the next one. There's no story. They're trying to build a little bit of background behind them, but you'd think they'd learn from Splatoon and actually have a story, or I don't know what you.
Is there any
could
lore
do.
to ARMS?
I think they're trying
Is there
to
a
make.
reason why people are doing these weird things?
Oh, God knows.
with ARMS?
I don't think so. No, I think they're trying to give a
Yeah.
little bit of background to each person, because I'm sure they're only like 8 or 9, so I'm sure they'll build up their stories a bit so that you can buy amiibos of them eventually. But hopefully they'll patch in a story like they did with Splatoon. But still, it's a bit disappointing like that. But anyway, the multiplayer is awesome, so
Cool.
it's not too bad.
Should I buy ARMS, Ben?
No, you shouldn't.
If you want me to
I'll
kick
say
your
it.
ass.
Don't do it.
I really like it. The multiplayer I really like. The rest of it not so much, but multiplayer's just fun, and the game's fun. But if you've got an extra pair of Joy-Cons, then you can.
Is the
play
game
against people.
$60?
I paid €50, so I'm guessing it's $50. Just because I think,
I paid 50 for it,
yeah.
but that's only because I got the
It's 50
Amazon sale thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's fine. It does what it is, and hopefully they'll patch stuff into it.
How's the how's the neck code?
How's the what? Sorry.
Is that your nose or?
Can we stop talking about ARMS? Start talking about the cool shit?
Every time he doesn't like something, he's gonna slip.
Like a petulant child.
For those just listening, he's drinking a what is that?
It's
Drinking a bit of freedom.
Mocha Frappa, Mocha Frappa
cafe.
latte.
It's a grande
Cider.
cafe vanilla frappuccino with a shot and cinnamon powder.
It's slightly
Because
coffee flavored.
Because I'm a 16-year-old girl.
Coffee flavored water. That's what they sell in
I'm
America.
listening.
Yeah, but it's ARMS is fine. You should get it, Jordan. We can play and fight each other. But the netcode and all that it runs fine. I've not had any disconnects. And you stay in the same lobby with kind of the same people, and every now and again someone will disappear and someone will come back. So it's really cool how it match makes you against the same people. So one time you might be fighting a guy, and then the next one he might be on your team. But I like it.
How does it work? So every mode is just because it's essentially an
Yeah.
online game, isn't it? So I'm guessing that every mode you can play online.
Well, it's party mode. You play
So-
party mode, so it just randomly decides. If there are 3 people around, it'll have a 1-on-1-on-1 match. If there are 4, then yeah, it could be, a 2-on-2. It could be volleyball. It could be basketball.
What if somebody just wanted to play volleyball? Could you do that?
Online? I don't think so. I've not really looked at it too much online though. I'm basing it mainly on the beta, but it's I don't think you can do that online. Maybe you can set up custom stuff. Like I say, I've not really looked at the online. I've just mainly stuck on single player. But I'll report.
Does it
back
feel
next week.
like something that you could potentially build an e-sport around?
Probably, yeah.
There's a technicality to it, yeah.
Yeah, there is, because there's so many you unlock different arms. The cool thing about it is, instead of just unlocking them in horrible loot drops or anything, you get time. You use the coins you've got to buy time in a shooting gallery, and you can punch, and you punch to get extra time, and then every now and again a little box will appear, and if you manage to punch that, you'll unlock whichever arms is in there.
So when you're playing people online, is it pretty obvious that the experienced ones and not? I know nobody's
yeah.
going to be that experienced yet, but I'm guessing some people played the beta more than others and whatever else.
Yeah,
So
yeah. There are some people who just took a beating from me, let's say, and some people who kicked my
I hope.
ass.
Okay.
But
All
it's, give it a go.
See how that goes. I resent paying £50 for it because in my mind it's a hand dog. Are you using the motion controls or the
course.
normal controls now?
Yeah, no, Joy-Cons are the way to go.
It's
If
still motion, is
you're not sweating after an hour, then you're not playing a game of ARMS.
rather just jerk off
Where's the fun in that?
and
Getting
say
back.
and say that I never played Arms.
Oh,
Mm.
man is going to end up getting it. Sorry that it's not some kind
Actually,
of
actually,
janky
no,
early
no.
access game.
Oh wait,
Shut
guys, we forgot to play the interstitial.
What? Sorry?
We forgot to play that song at the beginning of the game.
Oh, what
Stop
game?
it.
Wait, where is it? Where is
Too
it?
late, moving on.
No, here it is.
God damn it!
Yes.
I worked really hard on that before I hear it.
It's all about the game and how you play it. All about control. And if you can take it, it's all about your debt. And if you can pay it, it's all about pay. And who's gonna make it?
What games are you playing? So let's go back and talk. What games are we? Tough to
So
go.
I've been playing this crazy taxi game on my.
No.
Have you heard of a game called Arms? You know this game Arms. If they
Right,
add
right.
stuff to it, I think Arms might have legs.
Oh.
What can they add to it? A story
A
mode?
story mode would be nice. Yeah.
Do you think anybody would give a shit if they had a story mode in it?
I'm pretty. Yeah, I would.
Jordan, if you're on a talk, get rid of the mute button.
Yeah.
I was talking to myself, Ben. Actually.
Yeah.
He actually wasn't talking to you.
Oh, sorry.
So, whatever. I was talking about you. What I would have said if I was talking was Smash Brothers never really needed a story mode. They put
Yeah.
one on the Wii version. It was a waste of time. So
That was
Yeah.
dope though. I love that.
I think fighting games. I don't necessarily want a story mode. I want an arcade mode.
Yeah.
I want to fight a giant hand at the end of every fighting game. Just put it that way.
Yeah.
Well,
One
keep
arm.
going. Keep going. There's some like the players, the people you control, the characters are all very, very different. So you get a different experience playing each one, which is fun. I think if you go through the Grand Prix playing as a different character each time, you're kind of going to learn all their moves and how to play them and that. So it's fun. Anyway, but
So you told me
Yeah.
last week that if I'm using the motion controls, I can do more things than if I'm not using the motion controls.
Yeah, the
Is
thing
that
is
definitely the case?
yeah, you can curve your punches, and that's
That seems
Ooh.
that seems important.
yeah. But yeah, I imagine so.
Are you sure that you can't? Because this will make or break whether I buy this. So you definitely can't curve your punch if you're not using the motion controls.
From what I've heard of people that don't use motion controls, then no, you can't curve your punches.
That seems a bit silly.
If you got to punch, you got to use motion. If you're not using motion controls, don't buy it.
I want to
go
sit
sit-
down, watch a film, and just
Cool,
Just
I won't buy it.
game.
No, that's for losers. It's a punching game. Would you play a
It's not a
boxing?
punch.
It is.
No, me doing this in front of a TV
Yeah,
is pretty
fun.
losery. Yeah.
People are going
We
to tune
lose
in,
it.
Manny, coming to watch you get sweaty.
I'd rather hold on to maracas than pretend I'm dancing.
Oh, well, Just
Oh,
Dance
I
should make a
2018
maraca
was
game.
announced.
They should make a maraca game. I don't know why they haven't done that.
Just very quickly, apart from that, Final Fantasy 14, I've got back into. Absolutely amazing game, still amazing. The expansion's out, meaning so there's like a 3-hour queue to get into the game, which is not so cool. But yeah,
Oh, thanks, dude.
enjoy. Play Final Fantasy 14. Jordan, come back and play. It's so good.
I will at some point.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's the best MMO RPG games out there. Right, so shall we go into the news, into the news / the E3 section?
News
Sure.
slash E3
Okay.
section.
Wait, no, I've got a thing for that.
Start spreading the news.
Click, 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 play.
Click, play news. So, very quickly before we go on to the E3 stuff, great news for us Hitman fans. IO Interactive has negotiated a management buyout and is going independent, so they keep the Hitman license, and that means hopefully they can carry on working with Season 2 and get that released. So, woo!
I
Cool.
didn't know that.
Hopefully more people buy it. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, it was like the last couple of days. It was buried in the middle of E3, so it went really quiet. and-
So they've negotiated with Square to
Yeah.
keep the Hitman IP. 'Cause They didn't have to keep that.
They
No, they
basically buy themselves, right?
Yeah, they-
shit, yeah, because they were owned outright anyway. So
Yeah,
so
they
were-
the actual workforce within that studio are the ones that have bought the studio. Is that?
They were
saying?
independent before,
Yeah.
and now they're kind of just going back to that. But yeah, it's pretty.
But they would have paid Square essentially to
Yeah.
keep.
So they must have either
I wonder
some
how much they
money.
paid.
I wonder if unless they got funding from somebody else. You never know. So we're gonna find some more stuff out. But it's great. I was looking, like, it's really weird. I was looking at a couple of articles and like the comments. I should always stay away from internet comments, but I kind of just give in and read them all. But it's how weird some websites, all the comments just like, oh, get rid of the episode formula, get rid of the episodic formula, and then some Kotaku I was looking at, their comments were just, oh, the episodic formula was perfect for it. It was really, really good. I'm definitely on the side of the episodic formula working. I hope they stick with it rather than wait.
I
an
feel
extra
like,
year.
to be honest, I feel like I think I don't really like the episodic format, and the reason why is because there's so many games coming out, people just forget about it.
Exactly. I mean, but like, if
People-
there's so many games coming out, imagine if it was a full game that you forget about.
No,
at least
but-
now you
but-
can come back to it.
But guess what? You bought it for $60, I guess, and then they already got your money.
I mean, but you don't have to buy it for $60. You can buy it episode per episode, right?
Yeah.
Can't you?
Yeah, you can play the episode, and also you can wait. I mean, if Hitman was just released at the very beginning, we wouldn't be talking about it now. It'd have probably died an even bigger death than it did. And like, yeah, if you want to have the whole game, sure, wait for it. But if you want to get it as an episode comes out and you want to really, play each sandbox level to its limit and find out everything about it, then you've got that option as well.
I personally would like. I personally would prefer to have that whole game given to me as a singular thing.
me
And
too.
that's how I
That's
will
what I would
experience that game, because I've barely played it, but I've got it all there to play at some
But
point. so that's
people
how
have that
I'll
option.
use
They
it.
just need to wait a year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, yeah. That's how I would prefer it. I do see. I kind of see the business model that they're trying to go for, and it's what you just said, that how long have we been talking about Hitman now? And that's partly because it's such a good game, but also because naturally it stays in the limelight because it's coming out on a regular basis. But
And I like the
But
fact
me-
that episode. Like, I go back and I like the Paris one. I've got level 20 mastery, which is, and including all the bonus episode where you get to dress up as Santa Claus and kill the guys from Home Alone. But I've done that level so many times, and it just doesn't get boring because you find so many different things to do it. But a
a good game, and this is an example of a good replayable game. You would do that whether it's released episodically or not. I think the episodic thing doesn't really.
But you're gonna stick
I'm-
with
I'm-
the maps that are your favourites, and you're probably gonna do those 2 or 3 over and over rather than just focus on everyone. Like, there's one level in
And-
Hitman that was Colorado, which wasn't my favourite at the start. But like by the end of it, I felt like I was a complete master at it and found some extra stuff in it that I didn't realise even existed. So I was a massive fan of that. Looking
I
forward
back
to
it because not many games do it, or at least not many games do it well. So I'm comfortable for them to do it.
Yeah.
But for me, my tastes personally, if I really like a game, I like to binge play it. So
Yeah.
it would be frustrating for me to finish the first piece of that
And-
content and then.
Yeah, and Jordan, I also feel like I'll like you're like me. I'd rather wait till all the episodes come out and then buy it all at once. But then by then I forgot about it.
Yeah, totally. So when I played the Telltale games, that's how I played those too, was to wait for everything to come out and then just hit it all up in one go.
But I feel like there's like a big difference between the Telltale games and this. Like the Telltale
Oh
games,
yeah,
it's like a story that you kind of want to follow all the way through. I don't think that works good for that. I hate because I always wait for Telltale games to be fully released and then I buy it. But like when it comes to Hitman, it's just gameplay. It's like
I think
they're just giving you a sandbox.
yeah. I think it would work better with Telltale if they were more consistent with their release dates. A lot of their games have gone like 3 months without a new release, and I think that's too long for that type of stuff. But yeah, point taken. It's a totally different type of game.
Yeah, I've got that Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not going to go back to that until it's all out. Because it's not that much of a good game, really, so it doesn't entice me back to it. And I've totally forgotten the story from the first episode, so... Yeah. All
Should
right.
we get this E3 show on the road?
E3 motherfuckers.
Please and thank you. Did we make an E3 beginning?
Well, let's give E3 out of 10. Or out of 3. Out of 3, Jordan, what would you give E3?
Wait,
Or
let's
like
talk
E3
about
out of 3.
wait. Let's talk about the entire thing, and at the end, we'll decide the rating of it.
Well, I've got a list of 27 games in front of me, so we are literally about
Hey.
to talk about it.
All right, perfect.
So what I thought we would
Fan
do
his
is
face. It's like,
God damn.
I've gone through the list of every game. So some of these games were previously announced, some of them were new.
Mm-hmm.
And I've gone through the entire list of what was discussed at E3 and kind of remove the things that I don't think we would necessarily talk about or that I just didn't know what they were. So I guess we go through these. If you guys think I've missed anything, feel free to chuck that in. And then
Cool.
I thought at the end maybe we could all decide which was our favorite game of E3. And I thought doing it this way kind of moves away from the whole who won E3. Because I think, to be honest, all three of
Nintendo.
them won. I thought they... Why did
I think
Nintendo...
Microsoft won.
I would, if anything, I would say Nintendo were the weakest. But
No,
we
I'd say
can-
I'd say Bethesda was the weakest.
No, I'd say EA was the
EA,
weak.
definitely. Anyway, let's
Oh, yeah, well,
we try to avoid this.
I'm talking about the big three. I don't, Bethesda shouldn't be there in my mind. But
I didn't even know Bethesda had one.
Actually, I think Ben's the weakest. Ew.
Ben is the worst.
Yeah, Ben is the worst. Let's kick him
What?
out.
Ben at the worst conference.
This
Everyone
I did my
great guy.
streaming, dude.
Hey, I'm the new leader.
Oh, I quit. I quit.
I don't need
God, can you imagine?
what faces.
So, are we gonna go? Are we like we're going through the games?
I'm
Company
going
by
to say the name
company?
of a game. No, not company by company. I'm going
Yeah,
to
say
say the name
the
of a game.
We'll talk
Yeah.
about it. Cool.
I'm going to say the name of the game.
Madden
We're going to talk about that game.
2K18.
I'm not going to talk about each game for 20 minutes, and we're not going to move on from that game to another game. We're just going to talk about that game, give our feelings on that game, whether we want that game, then we're going to move on, okay?
FIFA.
Alright.
Let's hear about FIFA.
So the first game, NBA. No.
NBA.
So the first game is A Way Out. Talk to me.
Ooh, I like that.
Wait,
Look at
let me say this really quick. A Way Out is my most anticipated game that I saw on E3, like entirely. I love quick story-based games. This concept sounds completely different. It's by the guy who made Brothers, and he's also a filmmaker.
Yeah.
Who has made like 5 feature films. None
But
of
he's
which
a
I've seen.
racist. He's a horrible
Was that- was
sexist,
that-
isn't he?
That was showed during the E3 conference, right?
Yeah.
The
Actually,
EA.
EA. Oh yeah,
That-
no comment.
That
I
was
didn't
the
see it.
highlight of, that
I
was
didn't
the
see it.
highlight of the entire thing. Like a couch co-op game that you have to play split screen. Like it's such a cool idea, and I don't
Oh,
think
I'm
I've
thinking
ever
of
heard
the-
of that.
I'm thinking of the wrong one here. Yeah, that I was thinking of the
Oh.
one with the pixel one. Yeah, you're right though. This is the one where they're escaping from prison.
Yeah, it's the Prison Break one.
Yeah.
Kind of. But yeah,
Cool. That sounds cool.
it's my most anticipated. It's like the biggest surprise for me of all
Yeah.
E3. Like everything else I saw was like very by the numbers, very much what I expected.
Yeah.
But
Biggest
this game
surprise for
kinda
me
came out-
was Forza. What are you talking about?
This one really made me think like, oh, this is really when they're focusing on Twitch. Like, I mean, they're always focusing on streaming with how big it is, but this one is really like, hey, it's gonna be on Twitch, guys. Come in and play along with me, and you can see the other guy as well. You don't need to go onto these special websites to stick 2 streams next to each other. You can actually watch it in real time as we play, which I like it. It's a cool idea. I'll probably get it and play along with anyone who wants to.
What is it like that? It's you can play with somebody. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
on the same TV. It doesn't have to be
No,
No, it's
it's
online.
always split screen, but yeah, you can play online.
It's essentially a 2-player co-op game, and you can't play it without 2 players, but you can play it online. I listened to an interview with a guy that has made it, and he was very much in the camp of, I would prefer you to play it side by side in the same room, but obviously they had to make the online version available as well, which makes sense.
But why?
I think it's a really brave game.
Why are
Why
they?
what?
So
Why
brave.
is this method?
So brave.
It's so brave.
Those boys and
So
girls
brave.
fighting for freedom in Afghanistan. That's brave. Releasing a video game.
Thought this was America.
God.
This game is so
What
brave.
do you want, Ben? What did you just
Why?
ask me?
Why are they doing this? Why? What's the point in having this
I
co-op
don't want
side
the
by
game.
side? Yeah. What's the point? Why?
Yo, what's the point
Apart
of
from
any of it?
Twitch.
Why are we here?
But why are they
To
putting
give me
it?
more? So do you mean why isn't it optionally single player? Is that
Oh,
What-
no,
what
maybe
I
if
heard,
you're doing it
before-
online with someone, why don't you have?
Well, I heard
Split screen.
I heard in another interview they're saying that the point of it is so you can see what the other person what technically you're not seeing.
Yeah.
It'll be on the screen that you can technically see what the second player is seeing at all times. Like so you notice everything that's going around you while you're doing while you're focusing on one thing. You can also see other shit. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
It's like
That's
the-
the reason.
It's like the final scene in Metal Gear Solid 4. Like if you've played Metal Gear Solid 4, there's a section where like you're playing half the screen, and like on the other half of the screen, like the story
fighting,
is kinda
right?
playing out. Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah,
playing out
yeah.
around you. It's kind of like that, but like a full game. which like it brought me back to that moment when like you're fighting the geckos and Raiden's fighting Vamp on the wall and you have to like shoot down shit. This isn't going to be that extreme, but like yeah, I was listening to interviews and he was like, he was like, yeah, we spent 5 months on like a mechanic that you use for like 10 minutes, and like there's several of that. Like there's several mechanics that are like kind of one-offs. Like he wanted to make this feel like a film, which I found super interesting. It's like in a film, if it stayed stationary the entire time, it'd be boring. Just like a video game, if you're doing nothing but shooting people, like in Destiny, if you're just running around, or in
Hey, dude.
Hey, don't diss Destiny.
okay, it's like a Star Citizen. If you're just running
that's fine.
around a crazy mess, doing the same thing over and over again, like it doesn't feel like you're living through a story. And what he wanted was like to make this like an interactive, not like an interactive movie, but like he wanted to make it more like a film, and not like just a regular video game, which is why I'm so interested in it.
Mm-hmm.
So what I heard him say as well is that he wanted to play a fully co-op game. And when I say fully co-op, like you have to play a co-op, and there were no examples of that he could find.
Mhm.
So then he wanted to make that.
Oh,
And
there is
I'm trying to think.
Overcooked.
So what?
Oh, Portal 2.
You don't have to play Portal 2. Like there's an extra mode with that, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Snipper clips.
Overcooked. No.
Arm.
Arm.
No.
Arm.
None of those games count.
Snipper clips is
yeah.
frustrating.
Mario Kart.
Snipper clip.
It sounds like with
Snipper clips. Yeah,
I'm-
you do have to play Snipper clips co-op the entire fucking time.
I
I
don't
did
think
try it
I'm as
once.
excited for this game as everybody else seems to be.
Yeah.
I think it looks decent. Very much a
No, I'm
it's a
in a
B tier game.
hoping it's a $40 game, not a 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would hope so too. I think I played Brothers. I enjoyed that, so that tells me that you can
hoping
put like
Hitman's
emotion into
also,
games and things like that.
$30 game.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, Jordan with his room service there.
Oh,
Oh,
look
I
at
can
that.
tell it's. Is that? Oh, I thought
Oh,
it was a
hell.
cigar. I was like, well, he's eating that cigar.
Hey! Look at the doggy.
Doggy, doggy. Jordan, can we replace you with the doggy?
Never played a game in real life.
It's just like having Arnie back then. Oh,
Right, Law, fuck off then.
she's not wearing any clothes.
Jesus.
For those of you listening, there's somebody with a dog.
Yeah, actually, I
That's
forgot
how
about-
you treat a woman, right there. That's how you do
Oh
it.
dear.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to replace one of you with a woman to make it more balanced.
What?
Replace,
Yeah, we're a very
Ben.
sexy
I think we should replace Ben.
Ah,
We should replace Ben with a woman.
Ben, just put on a wig and then we're good.
okay. So go on, Jordan. Have you finished your Twix? Can you read out the next
It's
one?
a sausage.
Oh. Well, okay.
On the
So
bar-
Jordan
on the
eating a
barbecue.
sausage on the podcast. That's good enough.
Can we talk about the next game?
So
Wait, so who's
Do we
excited
want
for that
one
game
out?
though?
I
I'm not
didn't
that
really see
excited.
anything. I didn't really see anything about it.
What are we talking about?
Didn't really hear a lot of people talk about
Well.
it, so I don't care.
Which one?
What are you talking about? It's like, it came out as like one of the
Oh,
most
yeah.
like interesting games. Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
okay, game number 2,
Mm-hmm.
Anthem.
Oh, dude.
Is anybody else
I
getting...
want to wear an exosuit and kill shit, and that's all I want to do, and fly around.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do.
Is anyone else getting Division vibes? You know, where it,
Yeah,
when it first
yeah,
came out
100%.
and looked stunning, and now we're gonna be like, hey, it's come out. Whoa. this is
First of all,
disappointing.
it's being written. Anthem is being written by the guy who wrote the first 3 fucking Mass Effects and
It
a
hasn't got
bunch of
control
Mass
of the
Effect
graphics
books.
though.
So you guys can suck a macaque. Because
Oh
that
wait,
shit's
we're
gonna be
talking
fun as
about
fuck.
gameplay though, so
Yeah.
you're out of this.
I mean,
entire
what else do you? I
conversation.
mean, oh,
We're talking about it's not gonna play that way. The
Mm.
story's probably gonna be great,
Oh yeah.
but I don't know. It looks almost too good to be true.
Yeah.
It looks like an awesome game. Don't get me wrong, but there's something about it. I'm getting that vibe that I got from even Destiny and the Division, where like when it was announced, I'm like, this looks-
EA basically looked at Destiny and was like, hey, we can make that. No, BioWare, we can make that. And so they're doing it.
I trust that BioWare team. But
Fuck yeah, I trust BioWare. Have you not played any of the Mass Effect games?
But did Mass Effect play that way? Like, this is the first time
It's-
they're making a game that plays that way. That looks very different. I don't
What
know.
I would say is that the demo was running in real time. I'll give them that. So it wasn't like with Metro, for instance. Metro was
yeah, that was in engine.
just
What about
Yeah,
was it on the
just kind of
Xbox
coloring
One X?
engine cutscene.
so that Anthem looked stunning, but it was running on the equivalent of Xbox One X hardware. So they've got that going for them. It's not just some pre-render. But when you do things like that, you can kind of line up the gameplay to make it look, the things that happen in the game are not necessarily going to happen in that way in your game,
listen,
I guess. So
Yeah.
you've got to bear that in mind. But I think it looked great, and it's BioWare.
Yeah.
I would like to see more of the conversational stuff because that's what I associate that team with. I want to see who I can fuck.
Yeah, me too. I want to fuck those little robots that are running around.
Yeah, fuck them all. No problem.
No, I'm.
No,
Yeah,
included in
someone
your
talk,
games,
someone
including your games list, Jordan, is the Xbox One X. Or should we talk about that as well?
Oh, dude, okay. So what I was saying was, dude, like those games typically they all play that way. You go to a main place, you go to a main area where you get missions, and then you go out and then you make your own fun. That's what those games are about. I mean, I don't know what kind of they show what you could do. You could fly around all over the place. You could shoot shit with crazy firepower, crazy armaments that you got. I mean, it looks like a pretty fun game. I'm sold. I
hope I'm completely wrong.
I'm quietly confident in the game just because it could fall down the same trap as Destiny, where it's got a really good gameplay loop, but then not much around it to kind of create your own fun. You just do it. How many times have I killed fucking Fogoth on the moon? Like 2,000 times. So hopefully it hasn't got that. But what I would say is, with it being BioWare, I think they will want to have the strong storytelling element.
Yeah,
to
with
too,
it being BioWare, I'm super super confident that it's gonna
and
have
the choices as well,
story.
hopefully. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all for it, and God, it looks
But
so good.
It looks amazing. But how do you think it's gonna play? Do you think it's gonna be just like how Destiny was? Just you're only allowed to go out with a group of 3 or 4 people into an instance, and then not really run into anybody else?
I would hope that it's moved on a little bit from Destiny and the Division, where you don't really run into people. I know in Destiny you see people going about, but you can't interact with them, which I think is a bit silly. So I don't know. I don't get the PvP vibe from it.
I don't get it either, dude. Yeah, I mean, there might be a PvP mode, like how all those games
Dark
have a PvP
Zone.
mode, like a little area that you can go to and watch out, boom.
So would we all say we're excited for Anthem? Or was there any?
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
I
for
really
it.
want to play it. I want to play it. It reminds me of Avatar.
I think it's coming out next year.
That's
I
gonna
see
be
that.
They said next year's summer, so that probably pushed into the
So
next year after that.
that means spring of that
Yeah,
next
spring,
year.
spring 2019 maybe. I don't know. I'm really
Spring-
excited about it.
Spring used to be such a
me
quiet
too.
time for games, and now it's mainly because of the delays. It's all the best games seem to come out in spring,
Yeah.
which is fine for me because I've not got I'm not like floating in cash.
What are you talking
next
about?
game.
You just bought ARMS and all the DLC for it.
No, so that's why now I can, but Christmas is an expensive time. So if we wait until spring, that's fine by me.
Was there DLC for ARMS?
No, I'm just
No.
making up shit. Yeah, you can get new little punching bags for your feet or whatever.
Maybe I can
Imagine they
use.
would.
Oh, it'd be amazing if I stick some Joy-Cons to your feet and you can kick as well.
Oh, whoa.
Genius.
The
the sequel,
future
Feet.
is here.
Game called Feet.
So
I'd buy that.
next game,
Mm-hmm.
and one that I'm not. I'm very disappointed with this one coming out of the show.
Super
Assassin's
excited.
Creed Origins.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care.
No, not
What did they
interested.
do in that
Next.
extra year? I don't. If they'd released this last year, I would have been like, yeah, okay.
They
you've made another
revamped the
Assassin's
map.
Creed game.
They made the map long. They looked at Horizon Zero Dawn and
What?
thought, yeah, that map's good, and which it wasn't. And then I hated the Horizon Zero Dawn map. I'm sorry, but I don't think I even had it on. But yeah, no, they kind of just revamped the map and made the HUD extra cluttered, and they also stuck cameras on eagles.
Huh.
Apart from that, though, it looks meh.
Yeah, I play every Assassin's Creed. I'm like, I'm a fan of Assassin's Creed, but yeah, I can't tell where this entire year went for that game. I guess they implemented those RPG mechanics, but it doesn't seem like different enough to warrant the extra. This looks like it could have been made like last year.
Yeah. Do you want
Like some of
to
the-
aim
Yeah,
arrows?
it didn't really blow me away. Like it doesn't look like they took a year off to make this game.
Yeah. Do you want to be able to like direct arrows that you've shot? Like all the
I
stuff
thought
that they
was
showed
pretty
off.
weird.
It seemed quite gimmicky, like some of the stuff that they were showing, like the eagle vision and
Weird.
the.
I think this game will come out and it'll probably review quite well, just because it's got it ticks all the boxes. But considering how established that franchise is and how big of a deal it was for them to take a year off, I'm very surprised at them that they think that what they showed us was acceptable.
I was
You
also
think it'll
thinking-
have a?
Essentially
it'll have
relaunch
like
such
a-
a big franchise.
You think it'll have like naval combat, like in
I think
Black Flag?
Ooh, I feel I was very drunk doing pretty much the entirety of E3, but did they touch on naval combat with it?
I feel like they did. Like, I feel
They
I
had
heard
like
that.
I could have swore like I saw him on a boat. Was that?
Yeah, they were smaller boats, I think. Like
Yeah.
on the river. I wouldn't be surprised if they haven't got naval combat in it because we'll talk about it later.
It'd be pretty
They've got
weird
Skull and
though.
Bones. They've got a
Yeah.
boat game coming out.
But it'd be pretty weird. The boats that they used back then weren't they most of them
Yeah,
rowboats with like a
Yeah,
little bit
loads
of
of-
sails on and
they
shit?
wouldn't have had big boats. We invented those, so yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many like piratey.
Congratulations.
So many piratey rowing
And
games.
then the
at moment.
U.S. made the medal.
Yeah.
We won.
No, we did that.
Did you?
Same as trains. We did them too.
Yeah,
So,
but we
always
made the
comes down.
railroads. You
Are you
guys
excited for
made the
Assassin's
train.
Creed?
Well, the guys that were the Giant Bomb guys were saying how stunning the game was, and I was looking at it going, "Is my resolution really low or something?" Because it just didn't look stunning to me.
This is
I
a
mean, they
franchise
showed
that
it on
sold millions and millions. People like these games, so I've always
Yeah.
been a little bit mystified by it. But based on what we saw, are we excited?
No.
Can I tell you guys something? I'm so scared to get into those games because of the story. I feel like, to be honest, if those games were just like timepieces, like its own story in a certain time, I would love to get into those games. But now that I have to worry about somebody getting in a fucking tube and then shoving something up his butt and then he goes back in time, like I don't.
That's Star. I think that's South Park.
Star Citizen.
That's the story mode. That's Squadron 42.
I mean, stuff like that. Just like I don't really care for that kind of stuff. Like
I get what you're saying. I was pretty bummed
I'm
out when
intimidated to get into those games.
They didn't show one bit about that, though, did they? Like the
Well,
presentation.
No, but
When
they said it's gonna have that.
when they went into a menu straight away, it was like the sci-fi aesthetic. It wasn't
Yeah.
like we talked about it before like seeing the game. We were hoping that, or at least I was, and I think somebody else agreed with me that it would be kind of what Manny just said, that it's just set in
Yeah.
Egypt
I-
and
that
it
was
is this
me.
origin story, and it doesn't hark back to any of the futuristic stuff. And I haven't seen confirmation that they are doing that, but I think it would be a strange choice to have the aesthetic in the menus that they have if they're not doing that.
I could have swore I heard in an interview on Giant Bomb that they said it is going to have that. It's not going to be a lot of it, but it is going to have
Which
some
just
features.
hammers the nail even more that they haven't done anything to revitalize this. They've literally taken
Who the fuck is
taken
going
a
into
year off
these
just
tubes?
to let people kind of miss Assassin's Creed, and now they're just releasing the same game, which is really disappointing, I think.
Mhm.
But you might be
Me
able to
too.
run a
I feel the same.
I guess. That'll be cool.
So I think the
Yeah, I know.
excitement level is lukewarm.
Fuck
I'm gonna
off.
play it, but
Ubisoft is so boring. Okay.
Division
Next
I'll
two
game.
play,
release.
but you know what I did notice though? One thing that I want to bring up. The map didn't look so cluttered. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Maybe
Didn't it?
because usually when I hear about an Assassin's Creed game, there's icons everywhere.
yeah.
I saw icons everywhere.
Yeah, I saw a lot of icons.
I saw, but I saw like a little tiny little compass at the top.
Yeah, that was like
usually have a
crowded.
map?
Though.
Doesn't it usually have like a map that it'll like on the
Yeah.
bottom right that'll show you fucking a ton of
Like a
different things all over it?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I
It's
haven't
got
played
had
it.
it's got had everywhere. It's a Ubisoft game. I want to add a little caveat to what I've said because I don't want this show to come back and haunt me.
UAV Eagle.
But there's the whole RPG element that they've added to it as well. So there's like you've got everything you've got XP being added and skill trees and things like that. They've gone and like all the enemies have levels and stuff. So they've layered that on top of it. Now, if they pull that off, and that's nice, I'm a sucker for that type of game. So I could potentially end up playing it and enjoying it. But I will stand by what I've said today. It looks like a boring as fuck Assassin's Creed game, and I'm disappointed they didn't do more to make this game what it should be. Anyway, moving on. Next game,
Oh.
Crackdown 3.
Yeah,
Oh, Crackdown 3. I never played any of the other two Crackdowns, so
me neither.
Didn't play the first one.
I didn't. I think
Oh,
my
so
brother played
good.
the first one, and I
Yeah.
just watched him play it. A lot of
First one took me by surprise. I think I had a demo of it on 360, obviously.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, there was a demo. They came
was
with
like-
what game? I think Halo was it or
Oh,
no?
shit.
Was it?
Yeah, the Halo 3 beta
Yeah,
came
yeah.
with it, but I just
Yeah.
had a demo of it. It, just looking at that game, it's always been a bit of an underdog. I think Crackdown. You look at it and you just think, what is this? It kind of comes from the era of wherever he was trying to rip off GTA 3.
Uh-huh.
You'd assume that it's one of those, and then you play it, and it's fun as fuck. And you play as a police officer that actually he doesn't really care if he blows up civilians and throws a car through somebody's face, and he's climbing up a building.
Is that- and
running
those-
around.
You have to worry about like civilian casualties. Like I'm a cop, obviously. Do I have to?
Police
Like,
come after you.
oh,
Yeah,
do
after-
they?
It does
Yeah.
the whole agent. You shouldn't be doing that, but it
Yeah.
just doesn't. It's not too worried about it, you know.
You know what? I'm not. I don't really. I haven't really played a lot of it or like seen a lot because that game did go dark for for 2 years or whatever, and then we finally saw more of it today, or this past E3. It does look really cool. Looks like something that I'll play.
It was initially part of the Xbox One launch, wasn't it? And a large part of the marketing for it was that he was going to use the cloud-based technology of having always online consoles
Which
to do
they
the destruction.
totally scrapped. At least for the single player.
mode.
Yeah, for the single player. They
Which really
scrapped it.
puzzles me. I always thought they were talking shit when they said we need cloud-based computing to do some build-in destruction, but I don't know. Clearly they do. And I don't. At this point, I don't know why they just don't go with the always online stuff anyway. Like
Because people fucking hate it.
they play fucking Destiny every day, so I don't know.
I know. I understand that, but I don't know. I feel like people hate the always online
I think people have turned a corner with it. I think as
People
long
like
as you
moaning.
can show people. I think as long as you can show people that there's always online for a reason, and this has a reason, it's adding to the technicality of the game. I think that's fine. And in a post Destiny world, I think console players are much more attuned now with what always online can mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be
I don't know.
4K.
I feel like
true 4K.
I feel like people don't know what they fucking want, and I feel like people just they fucking they're at least to me, like I guess the game, what was it, Need for Speed, that people fucking made a huge. I mean, I didn't like that game was always online, but again, that was a different kind of game, so I actually don't know how I'd feel about a Crackdown game. When I think of Crackdown, I don't think of multiplayer. I think of maybe co-op,
Yeah.
but not like with a bunch of agents running around all over the place and stuff like that. So
I think it's going to be really good because I really enjoyed the first one. I haven't looked into this too much, but in the first one it had that whole thing going on, which I always enjoy in a game where the big bosses are in the world, and if you can go against one before you really should, and if you do really well, or if you just try and cheese it, you can actually get to that boss and kill him or her. Does that make sense? To anybody who hasn't played the game, so like the way the game is set up is that you're there to rid the city of crime. There are X number of big crime bosses, like a couple per island. You need to take those out. Those people are physically sat in buildings on their islands, and to weaken their defenses, you take down generals. But actually, if you try hard enough, or like I said, if you cheese it, you can get to those people and take them out before you really should. I always like that in a game. Kind of, the Mortal games kind of do it as well.
cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
I will keep
Next.
an eye on it. It never came out on PS4, did it, or PlayStation in the past?
No,
No, I think it's Xbox exclusive.
Yeah, that's why I don't recognize it, because I've never.
But now it's going to be Xbox and PC exclusive.
I'll be playing this on PC. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I will watch it.
cannot wait. Next game, Days Gone.
Boring.
Oh no, I don't know. I you know what? I feel like I need to see more story before I make a judgment on. I mean, I'm totally for giving me an open world. Give me an open world, and just give me zombies all over the place, and let me worry about it. I mean, I'm totally down for that.
Have you played Dying
But I
Light?
would like
Now,
to see a
that's-
little bit more. I would like to see a little bit more story.
Dying Light is a good open world. I know it's for FPS, first person shooter, but that's a good open world zombie game, and you get terrified at night when you've got to do those kind of missions. This game, I don't know. I'm getting kind of like open world Last of Us, but I think that's what they want. They want like an open world Last of Us vibe.
Do we know that it's truly is it an open world? They said that it was, right?
Yeah.
They said that it was like a big open map.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's an open world game.
Just so many zombies.
Obviously, with a strong narrative, as you can tell that from the stuff you've seen. But when I say strong, not necessarily good, but there's definitely a critical path that you need to get through. But I think there's I think you got a motorbike and stuff. I think you're pretty much going from A to B quite a lot.
Was it me, or was the art style just really plain? Like it didn't look unique. It didn't look very good at all.
I mean, what do you want it to look like?
Just look good.
I mean, I feel like
Better.
I feel like the game looks super grounded and it knows what it wants to be.
Yeah,
At least to me.
I'm super up for this game. Like I know there's a lot of zombie fatigue.
I want to get a PS4 Pro and I want to play this game.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of zombie fatigue out there. There's so many zombie games. I think this differentiates itself just enough for me. The sheer amount of the zombies I like the tech behind that, and they showed at E3 this time. If there's an enemy camp and they're keeping the zombies away with some barricades, if you take those out, then the zombies come in. If they pull that stuff off right, and it isn't just a few set pieces, and you can actually use that dynamically within the world, I think that would be amazing.
I wonder if you'll run into zombies like while you're just in the main game. Like, are there hordes of zombies everywhere? Because him riding his fucking motorbike down the street, I'm pretty sure that would have attracted a fuck ton of zombies. You know what I'm saying? Or do you think they're just like in certain locations? Like, because I don't know. When I imagine that game, literally, you have to be quiet everywhere you go, or else you'll attract a horde.
Yeah, I think maybe there'll be kind of singular zombies dotted around, and then in certain places you'll have big hordes of them. But yeah, I think that a lot of how well they pull this off will be based on whether the horde zombie mechanic is actually dynamic, or if it is just a case of they've set up set pieces around the world. I think that'll be lame.
A lot of the stuff though is kind of like random. You know, in the gameplay demo that they showed at E3, there was a guy, I think he was going along through a forest or something, and then a zombie came out and attacked him. And then apparently they watched the same in the gameplay, like the actual demo. They played kind of like the same level with people behind closed doors, and they said that like that zombie never appeared. They just continued going through the forest and went somewhere else. So there's loads of these really random events, and it seems like a pretty dynamic world, which I like. That it's something that is getting more and more common in games, and if that happens, it could make for interesting things.
Yeah,
But
I like to focus on
hyped.
I like to focus on the bike. I know you can upgrade the bike quite a lot over the course of the game, and I think it'll be fun to. I don't know exactly what you upgrade. I'm assuming, boost and maybe some weapons and stuff like that. But I always like upgrading a vehicle in the game.
What about in the
That's
chat?
one
Is
thing about Mad Max.
anyone watching excited about that? Let us know. Like when we're talking about games, feel free to let us know your opinions, and we'll read them out as well. But yeah, what about you, Andre? What do you think about this? You've been quiet with this one.
I'm not really interested in this one. It looks.
Is
I
it
don't
because
know.
there's zombies? Like what makes
No.
you?
It just doesn't look any different. Like there's nothing about this game that tells me like, oh, this is something you've never seen before. Like I feel like this is just recycling a lot. This is like Left 4 Dead meets Last of Us, basically.
I think there is something quite general about the game, and I think where a lot of the criticism's coming from is probably because it's the first party PlayStation exclusive, and if you compare it to everything else that they're doing right now, it isn't all that original. I said that last year when they first showed it, and they just talked about Last of Us 2 as well, and I was like, really? You're gonna kind of go down that route? But at this point, and kind of getting a feeling for how far away Last of Us is now, I think you can. And apparently, this game's quite far along.
Isn't it out this holiday?
I don't. They haven't said when it's out. I just doubt anything is out this year because it's video games. But
Quite a lot of games, I thought. In the conferences, loads of games were out this year. I was quite surprised. It seems like last year was loads of announcements everywhere, and this year it's like, hey, look, we're still working on them and probably going to be out this year.
I think the games where they announced dates are out this year, but a lot of games were either 2018 or they just didn't talk about it. And this is one of the games where they just didn't talk about a date. And I think if he was coming out this year, they'd probably say that.
Yeah.
I
I think the story will make or break this. If it's got a boring story, then I can just imagine this disappearing quickly. But if it has a really good story, Sorry.
And plus,
Yeah, that
like
zombie
the
guy
color
looks quite cool.
palette, like the color palette of it just looks boring. Like it's so like brown. It's like so.
I mean, I
Yeah.
think it looks. The game takes place in the whole Seattle, the northwestern part of the
Oh, I
of
didn't
the
know-
U.S. And I don't know if you know, but there's a fuck ton of forest up there.
Hmm.
I know,
And,
but like
it
something
looks-
about everything. Like look at The Last of Us and how they switched it up. I'm hoping this game
Mm.
does what The Last of Us does. It's like eventually you're now in snow. Eventually you're in like greenery. It looks
Maybe
beautiful.
maybe
Now you're
maybe
in a
you might
city.
be in snow in this game. Maybe there's
I
Oh,
hope
there is
it-
snow. There is snow.
Oh, is there? It
It's
reminds
dynamic.
me. It like reminds me of Mad Max, like Mad Max, the game that came out like 2 years ago, I think.
Mm.
Like a game I was actually kind of excited for. I bought it, and then I played it, and it just stayed on that base level the entire time. Like everything just looked like a wash of gray and brown. And I get it; it's the end of the world and stuff like that. But shit, like give me something pretty to look at every
Yeah.
once in a while.
Like I thought with like games like Zelda and GTA and stuff, when it's when the sun's going down, everything's bathed in reds and oranges, and it does go over the top a bit. But this one just seems like, okay, the sun's going through these
I
trees,
feel
but
like-
everything else is the same color. It's not changing it.
You know what? I
seem-
feel like you guys think that because we really only saw just two like missions.
no, that's it. But the
Yeah.
two missions were exactly the same.
Yeah, and they were exactly
Like,
the same.
like I said, there is snow in it, so that will mix things.
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, and from what I understand is that demo that we saw, a lot of people saw that same demo, but with this at night or at dusk or like at different times of the day. So
We'll see when
Well, I hope
I
it's
think
good.
release
I think
more.
if this was coming from a third-party publisher, multi-platform, I think people would be a lot more excited. I think it's the PlayStation exclusive thing. People comparing it to.
I think the opposite. I think if it was out,
literally one of the best games of all time.
I think one of
in
the
The Last of Us.
if it was a third person story, but a third party publisher, people would be like, all right, yeah, that seems interesting. I might play it. But the fact it's PlayStation, like, oh well, it must be good because they've released some
It gets
awesome
scrutinized more, yeah.
games.
I'm up for it.
it sucks that we didn't see anything about The Last of Us this E3.
They
They'll
said
be
they
safe
won.
in it.
What's
You
his
think
name?
that'll
Who's
be a PSX thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they said.
When is PSX? September?
December, I think.
December, is it? All right.
December. Yeah.
Of course.
I
Also,
think
that
so.
means it'll be next year then, next summer. So I
Yeah.
bet Last of Us.
Next game.
We're gonna have to go through these a bit more quickly, I think.
Yeah, I think there's 23. We just did 3 of them.
Detroit
Oh.
Become Human. Thoughts?
Oh,
don't care.
Detroit.
Awesome. It looks great.
Don't care.
I want that
Yeah,
game. That
don't
game
give
looks
a-
stunning.
I like
I
Heavy
don't give a
Rain.
shit.
I'm probably
I
gonna
liked
like this
everybody.
game.
I like Beyond, so I was already down for this, to be honest. Just to be a more
I
polished version of
just
those, so.
watching that gameplay of that. I was like, I want to play this. I want to play this now. Why do I have to wait for ages? It looked awesome. It's my type of game. I've never played Heavy Rain. I've never I found that nearly all of the games that were announced at this E3 that were sequels or old games. I hadn't played any of the originals, so I feel a bit kind of unable to speak much about stuff here. But I'm really desperate to play this game, and maybe I'll have a
You
look
should
at.
pick up the PS4 remasters.
Yeah, well, I might do that. I've already picked up Metro because I saw that the new Metro game and thought this looks awesome. I'm going to play the old ones, go through the story there because it's based on books, isn't it? But I'm not going to read those.
Keep that one. Keep that one.
I will.
So,
Oh,
so
yeah. It won't spoil future.
so yeah, I'm up for Detroit. Sounds like some of you are too. Good.
Yeah.
Far Cry 5.
Far Cry 5 looks great. I really
It's
want
just
to play
more
that.
fucking Far Cry, isn't it?
It seems more
Yeah.
interesting than
For
Far
me-
Cry 4 though. It's got
For
more.
me,
of
it's a little bit disappointing because of the tone that they were set in. I was hoping they
Yeah.
were going to slow things down a little bit because Far Cry 4, I literally stopped playing it because it was too hectic. There was too much going on. It was a little bit too silly. They had something cool with Far Cry 3 where you can set a tiger on fire and it runs into a camp and kicks off. For me, they took it too far with the 4th game, and someone
Yeah.
kept on shouting, "Oh no, honey badger!"
Yeah.
That really pissed me off.
They were evil little bastards.
So-
Those things. Vicious things.
But this just seems more of it. I don't think I'm down for a Far Cry game. What do you guys think?
Oh, I am.
I am so lukewarm on Far Cry right now. I understand why people like them. I understand, the beauty of those kind of games. But to me, it's just the same fucking thing every fucking game, and I
know.
just don't feel like playing it again.
I love
Yeah,
Far
I don't
Cry.
think I don't think it being based in the U.S. is making me want to play it. It looks a little interesting though, but it's like, dude, it's in the U.S. You guys took
Gotta kill
over a town.
Americans. Woo.
You're killing so many fucking people. There's no possible way that nobody's not gonna find out about it.
Trump.
Especially in the age of fucking
Democrats gonna win by a
Social media?
landslide. Kill all
Holy
of
no.
them.
shit.
They said, like when they introduced it, they're like, "You have no cell service, no internet." I'm like, "Oh, okay, I guess that works out."
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
okay,
check
okay.
that out.
Rob says he missed
It's-
4 and
it's-
Primal. I mean, I'm the kind of in the same boat. I played 3, absolutely loved 3, finished it, nearly platinumed it, and then was like, okay, I'm ready for 4. But I think 4 came out so soon afterwards, and it was
Yeah.
very similar to 3, and I just got bored really quickly. Primal,
and
I
then
played for
then
about
Primal was a
boring.
reskin.
yeah,
a
no,
reskin
Primal
fucking-
tried to be different, but I played about 6
No.
hours and was like, well, because it's set in prehistoric, all the decent bits about Far Cry 3 and 4, they couldn't be included in there. So it just died. I got so bored with that. So I'm ready for this one. This looks interesting. I kind of like.
I'll just
the
repeat what I
setting.
said with Assassin's Creed. It's just the same. It's Ubisoft just regurgitating the same thing again and again.
Yeah, and they're trying to say, it's like, hey, you know what? There's no more outposts that you have to take over. We're getting rid of that. But yeah, like, what are you talking about? Every city that I liberate, I mean, I guess there are outposts with just more NPCs in it that I can actually talk to.
Mhm.
Because before you just you'd fucking take over an outpost, and then a bunch of soldiers would get in there, and then that's it. That's you'd never go to that outpost ever again. And there's
Well, they
nothing
come
you
back
can
in Far
do.
Cry 4. They'll return, and you got to kind of defend it again. That was their
Oh,
main
Oh,
mechanic, I think.
guess, yeah. But
I'm
Yeah,
looking
it's
forward to
weird.
this.
Because I complain about that, but like when I played Metal Gear Solid 5, I was like, yeah, keep coming back. I love just like running into these tiny outposts, killing 5 people, and then like moving on, and they'd come back when I return. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
They stay away for a while. They don't come straight back though, and that
Yeah.
they impact other. So like you can take one outpost down, and that'll like impact the bigger base and all that weird Kojima stuff that
Yeah.
they also do. So I don't think it's as bad as like Far Cry 2 or whatever.
oh man, Far Cry 2 was fucking great.
But,
I
in
enjoy,
terms
like-
of the in terms of the enemy outposts coming back,
Just
it
give
was
me
a little
another Far
extreme.
Cry 2.
I enjoy Outposts. I was sad like when I got my final outpost in Far Cry 3. I just used to take ages and ages, kind of find a really good spot with a sniper and just take them
Yeah.
off one by one. I just really enjoyed that. And letting it's a bit similar to Shadow of Mordor, where you'd shoot the cage of one of those, whatever they're called, and just let them run havoc. Like in Far Cry 3, it was what animals were they that would run around? Were they leopards or
Tigers.
something?
Tigers and stuff.
Was tigers in
Yeah,
3?
Tiger and Weapon.
Lions.
Oh.
and Tigers.
Tiger.
All right, whatever they. Yeah, I just liked them running around until they found
Next
me.
game,
Mm-hmm. Star Citizen.
God of War.
God of War.
Yeah.
Mm.
oh, dude, I'm totally down for it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love it.
That's a
God
game
of War
with good
looks
art.
looks sick. God of War looks sick.
now that's a first party exclusive Sony
Yeah.
game. It's just got you just know that's going to be an emotional roller coaster.
You know
it's
he's gonna die,
got the
don't you?
whole Last of Us thing of the older, the parent with the child, and
It reminds me of The Last of Us, where Ellie would just
Yeah.
randomly throw shit at the people, and I feel like this gonna be the same thing in this.
Mm.
Your son's gonna be just while you're fighting people, just shooting bows at. I thought that was really cool, though. I thought it was really cool where your son was like on your back and then shooting shit off your back and stuff like that. It looked really fun.
For me, it's
It
like the
looked like a really
gameplay,
fun
and mainly going back to the first reveal of it last year. Was it last year or was it at PSX? I can't remember.
It was last year. Because I remember their big E3 conference was
Oh
like,
yeah, with the symphony
the
orchestra.
live orchestra, yeah.
Now it just seemed like a fun game to play as well, like the actual battle sequence. I hope it's as good as it is in the final one. But yeah, those look really fun.
Mhm.
Jordan,
such a
excited?
departure from what those games. Yeah, really excited. Like I've
Mm.
got a lot of respect for what they did with God of War on the PS2, and then God of War 3, I guess, was on the PS3, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But those games never really clicked with me. But just to take a franchise like that, which they could just write off and reframe it in this way, I think it's superb. And it's not a reboot, it's within that same world, but it's just different gods. And for me, somebody that really likes kind of lore in video games and whatever media, really, for me, that's class. I like the fact that it's this one continuous world, and he's just somewhere else now in a different part of his life, and he's interacting with these different gods from a different mythology.
I like it. Yeah, even though it sounds like a phone game.
Next game, Metro Exodus.
You're going through all the big hitters. We're gonna be. Have you got like Just Dance and stuff down there at the bottom?
That's what I'm just-
This game interests me a lot. In fact, it interested me so much I went and bought the old ones on Steam because they happened to be on sale. What a coincidence!
Incredible atmosphere in especially the first one. I haven't played too much of the second. I went back and played the first one when the remasters came out on PS4, and it doesn't hold up.
No.
I think
Metro?
I went Metro, yeah.
Mhm.
I think I was playing Destiny at the same time, and that game is like the best console FPS in terms of controls, but in my mind. And then to go to something like Metro, which was released a few years before and probably wasn't all that great at the time anyway in terms of control, was really hard for me. But I just remember playing that game for the first time on 360, and it wasn't that much of a big deal when that game came out, and I can't remember how I stumbled across it to play it, but it's a really dark and depressing game.
Isn't
I really like it.
Isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't it all? I mean, the name, isn't it? You're underground and all that. Isn't it because there's like some kind of toxic gas, so you can't go out on
It's
the
a nuclear
surface?
war, dude. It's a
Yes,
nuclear
But
fallout.
on that demo, you were out there running around. So I don't know what the story there is.
So they made a deal of that, didn't they, in terms of taking off the gas mask. And that's why I think a lot of people came out of this demo thinking, "Wow, this is an open world game." Turns out it's not an open world game. It's very much like the others.
Yeah.
No,
kind of
I understood that it was an
traditional
open world. I heard that it was an open world game.
No, I don't think
I
it is.
heard- Yeah, I heard that it was open world. I'm almost 100% positive.
We'll fact
Yeah.
check that, but I've heard differently. But I wouldn't be
If it's not,
coming
if,
out of
if it's
that.
not, if it's not, I will be so disappointed.
Isn't an
I
open
would-
world game. That's
It's
the
not the
top
type of games that they make.
PC
I will be
PC
disappointed.
gamer
Not an open
says Metro Exodus isn't an open world game. That's the title.
There we go.
It's what?
It suggests it, but it's not.
Isn't.
No.
I totally think they were trying to give that impression with that trailer though. But I think probably what they okay, so when he comes out of that, when he comes to the outside and takes the gas mask off, I think that does give the impression it's open world. But what they're trying to convey is, oh shit, in the lore of Metro, you can't go outside and take your gas mask off. So it was kind of a big reveal from that perspective. But then the way that world looked, it did look like you could go and explore. It seemed quite vast.
Yeah.
So
And then not only that, he opens up a fucking map.
Yeah.
oh okay.
He opens up a
Yeah.
But then there was
a map, and he
There was
looks
a
at,
map in the other two as well, though. Because
Yeah,
I
I
remember
guess-
the map.
yeah,
the
but I guess it was
lighting,
like the
I
map
don't
was like
know.
more of like just the tunnels underground and everything like that.
To be honest, based on the previous games, I would rather a fairly linear story. I want more story from the Metro universe with decent gameplay around it. So I'm not too worried if it's not an open world, which sounds like.
I feel like Metro would benefit so much for it being an open world game. I mean, at least in my opinion, you can go out and you can actually meet and just people who are surviving, just like how you are, and find out their backstories and stuff
I-
like that, and
I-
learn more about the lore that
It'd be a
way.
radical departure from the games that they've made, though. I
Yeah.
think.
I feel like it'd lose a lot of atmosphere if like it's not guiding you down these. I mean, it sounds weird to say this in 2017, but like to guide you down these corridors where like I don't know, you lose that when you put it into an open world. Like you miss a lot of stuff of importance, and I feel like especially with Metro being such like a story-driven experience and an atmosphere driven experience, I feel like putting it in open world, you'd lose a lot of that. And I get the idea of like trying to make it like Fallout, like perhaps, but like I don't know, Fallout doesn't have the same atmosphere that I think the earlier Metro games had.
Mm.
I love Fallout. but-
Especially 4. Yeah.
I look forward to this. Then.
I think the game will be wider in scope than the previous ones, clearly because you can explore outside for seemingly infinite amounts of time, whereas previously you were limited to the amount of oxygen you had in your gas mask. But yeah, I reckon it's linear. I'm excited for it. Everybody else excited for it? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
I'll play
for
it.
I mean, just finding out if it honestly, if it doesn't turn out to be an open world game, I mean, I'll still probably play it, but I'm not.
Mhm.
Like there's when there's an open world and it's done very well. Like you can
Yeah.
see in The Witcher's case, when it's Witcher is filled with lore.
And so
And
that's a
something
very
like
good
that.
example of a game that went from not being an open world to being an open world and really found itself. So you can do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to learn more about Metro, and I feel like if you make it an open world game, you can learn more
Content.
from the lore. Yeah.
Would you want it to be like Destiny open world? Would that be okay? Like, 'cause technically Destiny is an open world.
I don't really think Destiny is an open world.
I think
I
Zelda.
mean, there are
Like
there's
not
there's
large regions.
You're right.
there-
Destiny
there are
sucks.
large
You're
arenas.
right.
I think Zelda
Just
and
large arenas.
Destiny, Zelda and The Witcher 3 is just kind of ruined open world games for people now. Because if it's they're
Yeah.
all just going to be compared to that. If it's kind of a minimalist one, it'll get compared to Zelda. If it's one that's just got loads and loads and loads of quests and lore, it's going to be The Witcher. It's just kind of ruined it. It's good. It's made the companies that can afford it to make really good like RPG open worlds are going to, they're going to have like a really high bar to meet, and we're going to get some great games. But so many games, I'm guessing maybe God of War is one of the not God of War, Metro is one of them where they thought, yeah, we can't really fight with those guys, so we'll make it linear.
Yeah.
Then you don't want to make it too
Ben,
linear because it'll get compared to Uncharted and Last of Us and stuff.
I'll be interested to see what you think about the first two. Like I said, you might find the first one a little janky in terms of controls, but I would really recommend you try to stick with it.
Sorry, I've got some games on early access I've played. I know jank. Conan.
Next game.
Yeah.
So they showed a lot more detail about this one than I thought they would. So it'll be interesting to see your guys' thoughts on it.
Is it Mario? Is it Mario?
Metroid Prime 4.
I didn't watch the Nintendo conference, so I
It was,
really
it was an amazing. It was an amazing JPEG they had there.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
I wonder
it was
what
at least 1080p.
Metroid Prime 4 is going to be an amazing addition to the trilogy. Is it? Yeah.
I
well,
hope it's
I
like
keep-
arms and I could use the little nunchucks or whatever they're called to do shit.
They're called Joy-Cons, buddy.
Whatever, dude. Who gives a
Why
shit?
does Manny still act like he hasn't got a Switch? Like you've got one.
It's so weird.
It's right here. Literally right in front of me.
Oh. So it's pretty. He's got a Switch and he moans about that. But you're bigging up PlayStation exclusives. I've never thought I'd have heard that.
Huh?
You were bigging up Days Gone earlier. I was like, wait a minute, this is a PlayStation
Oh, no,
exclusive.
no. Like I said, dude, I love PlayStation. Like I love the game. Like I love good games. And when I guess a publisher gives me a good game, I'll play it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
So Metroid
I'm not
Prime 4.
one of those. I'm not one of those. It's like, oh, boo PlayStation, boo Nintendo. No,
Boo
good game, I'll play it. Except Arms. Fuck Arms.
Fuck Sega.
So I think in terms of Metroid, I'm really excited for it because I liked the first Metroid Prime. To be honest, that's the only one I finished that one, and I lost it with the second one. I literally got lost in the game and gave up, and then the third one was a Wii game which I never really played. But
Is it a
thinking about-
Metroidvania roguelike?
I hope so, because that's the only way I'll play it. Hey, quick! I just wanted to let you guys know I'm gonna be watching for myself, but I just drank so much coffee and I gotta go back. So I'm just gonna turn off my mic and turn off. I'll let you guys know my thoughts through text. So I'll be right
Okay.
back.
It's gonna be a long
everybody.
pee.
I'll be right back.
Goodbye. That's probably for Metroid Prime really, because literally all we saw was an image. But
Never
I
played
look
the old
forward to
ones. Don't know why. Never.
Hopefully
got...
they'll release the collection, but then Nintendo doesn't seem to want to release anything, so fucking
Yeah.
smart. Next game,
Mm-hmm.
Monster Hunter World.
Ooh, is that the one for the PlayStation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah. So it's not gonna hold a candle to what's that one coming out on the Switch? XX.
It's not coming,
The
it's
one
not
for
coming out West.
Nintendo 64.
But yeah, Japan
It's only,
exclusive.
it's only coming out in Japan.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So this is the next in the main line of Monster Hunter. I'm over the moon with this because Monster Hunter is a franchise that I've really had my eye on. But I missed it on PS2, and then it kind of went Nintendo way
3DS
for a long
didn't
while,
it?
either on their handhelds or on their consoles. And now it's on PS4, PC, and I'm over the moon with that because I really want to have a go at this. Andre, have you played it at all?
I've never played it, like any monster. They've always interested me, but I've never got around to playing any of them. I was hoping that Switch one was going to come into America so I can
Yeah, I'd be up for it because I think that would be a good introduction to it, and then go into
Yeah.
the latest one on a full blown console. But apparently, and like you can kind of understand why I guess they're looking at this one as being their big hit in the West and kind of keeping
Yeah.
the other one to Japan. So
This one looks crazy. If it plays the way it looks, like it looks insane.
yeah,
And if that's like how you fight every freaking, I'm not sure if that monster was like a specific monster or something, but like the way it was just chasing you through the jungle, the way you're like jumping over stuff, it looks super fun. But I don't, like a part of me feels like that's just. I mean, I'm not sure if that was being played like in real time or something.
like it was way more polished than what I've seen
Yeah.
with those games before. But then what I've seen mostly has been on like 3DS and stuff. So
Yeah.
you'd assume that it is going to look more, but I don't really care. Like from what I've heard of the previous games, what I've seen when people play them, it's a really hardcore game. It's about the preparation and having the right tools, and the right weapons, and going at the right time of day to capture an animal. And I'm totally up for.
They have really
Yeah.
devout
Like that.
fans, don't they?
Yeah,
Nutters.
yeah. It's similar to the
Star
Souls games
Citizen.
in terms of the way the fandom treat it. Next game, Sea of Thieves.
Oh, I
That
wanna-
presented so well.
Yeah, I
That was like
wanted to.
probably a highlight for me.
Yeah, I wanted to play that immediately. As soon as that finished, I was like, I want to play that game right now. And it actually made me download a game called Black Wake, I think it's called. I haven't loaded
Oh,
it
the
up
pirate
yet.
game.
Yeah, some like online early access pirate game. So I'm gonna end up playing that. That looked awesome. But just like how we were using clues and maps to try and find treasure, I just really liked the idea of it. And it looked beautiful. That's good art, Manny. If you're listening to this, look at the art on that now. You don't need
That
amazing
has
graphics.
Style, yeah.
Yeah. Jordan,
Mm.
you gonna play it?
It's just yes, absolutely. Since I've got a soft spot for not necessarily pirate games, but games with boats in them, and I don't think there's enough of them. It seems really weird that there's not already some massive game that's about you going about in a boat.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
But that was so like, and that gets a lot of acclaim for that. But it was so like a lot of things in Assassin's Creed, those mechanics were so shallow.
Oh, so he did
They
that.
could have done they could have done a lot more with that. And just looking at this game, it's got that rare charm to it as well, which I thought
Yeah.
Rare was dead.
Did you find? Do you feel that there were loads of boat games at E3? Like that's their new thing. Like when Zombies was a few years ago. Now it's just like, hey, pirate ships. Here's this. There's that other one that was it. What was the other one with the random boat battles? They looked quite
we
interesting.
talking about?
Was it a Ubisoft game or no? The one where
Random boat battles.
yeah, there was like these ships that were just firing at each other. And
Are we
things
talking
were
about
smashing
current
off.
games or old games?
No,
Oh,
this
that's
was
a
in E3.
Ubisoft game.
Was it Ubisoft?
Skull and
Bones.
Skull and Bones.
Yeah, that. I mean,
Yeah, so that's the game that basically they made on the back of Black Flag.
okay.
So the rumor was at the time that they were either going to, with the next Assassin's Creed after Black Flag, they were going to go all in on the ship stuff, or they were going to spin it off, and they obviously spun it off now. With Skull and Bones, correct me if I'm wrong. You're not a guy on a ship, are you? You're controlling the ship itself.
Yeah, you're just the
Yeah.
ship
For
now.
fuck's sake!
I know.
That's not the point.
Because what made Black Flag so
Black
good
Flags.
is like
What did you say?
what made Black Flag.
What
so
the
good
fuck are they? Ubisoft, you
Like,
stupid.
You can like
bastards.
jump onto the other person's boat. Like it was
Yeah.
cool. Like I really like that aspect of it.
Ike
No,
says,
they're like boats.
Ike said it was the same character on the boat as in the demo as in Black Flag. Like they just pretty much copied and pasted it. It looked good, but
wish
didn't they say like late 2018 or something? It seemed miles away when they showed that.
What, for Sea of Thieves or?
Oh, we're talking about no, the Skull and Bones.
I don't know. We're not talking about that.
Oh, we're still talking about Sea of Thieves. When's that coming out? I want to know.
Sea of Thieves, though, I'm really happy with the reaction to it. People just seem really happy, and the people that have played it at the conference, everybody's just come out of it and said how much fun it is. So I'm totally down to fuck with that game if you guys want to play it.
I'll be down to fuck with anything with you, Jordan.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the game. Next game.
Moving on.
Moving on.
I'm gonna make a prediction on the show right here, right now.
Star Citizen's gonna be released. No, he's not that brave.
No. Why would I say that? The next game I'm going to talk about is going to sell fucking how many?
Destiny
I reckon this
2,
will
this is-
sell. I reckon this will sell 5 or 6 million copies. Okay. Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be bank, because you've basically got Spider-Man, which I think is between him and Batman in terms of popularity of superheroes, right? You've got it's a first-party Sony exclusive, and they're actually putting time and investment into it. It's not tied into any movie. They're taking their time with it, and you've got a fantastic studio as well. I think this game is just gonna sell ridiculous amounts, and even though it's not tied into a movie, it's gonna come just after they release probably one of the first good Spider-Man movies in a long time. People are going to be more into Spider-Man than ever. It is going to sell a lot. And have you seen those GIFs? This game looks fucking incredible.
Rob says he's balls deep into Spider-Man hype. Lovely. Do you know what?
It looks really cool. It looks. It's by the same people who made Sunset Overdrive, right?
Yeah,
Like-
and Infamous.
Yeah, and Infamous, and Sunset Overdrive and Infamous, they controlled so well. So
That's
I know
what
for a
I'd
fact, like, Spider-Man 2 was like my favorite game in the Spider-Man series, and like just the best part of that was swinging around the city and just doing nothing.
Yeah, that's
so
what I hope
hopefully
you
they
can do.
capture that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Same here.
Because I don't know, Spider-Man is, when it comes to superheroes, is one of my least favourite. I know it's controversial. Tobey Maguire ruined it for me. His films were utter garbage, and I kind of ruined it for me. But it looked alright. Lots of quick time events. Hopefully, there's some decent combat and that, but it just looks stunning, didn't it? Normally when a game looks good, it's because it's kind of dark and there's special lighting effects, whereas that was just, in the middle of the day, it looks stunning. So if a game looks like that, then can't wait to see other effects.
Yeah, I was listening to an interview with one of the Marvel guys, and they were obviously being asked about the game, and they said if you go back 5 years, they were looking at their portfolio, and they were dominating everything. They were dominating comics, they were dominating films, and to a certain extent, they were dominating games, but just from a sales perspective. But in terms of quality of games, actually, it didn't really compare to what they were doing in other formats of media. And they made a decision that actually they wanted to dominate in video games as well. And if you want to do that, this is the way to do it. Mm-hmm. Take your biggest franchise, give it to somebody like this developer and somebody like Sony as well that's going to put the money behind it. I think, like I said, it's just, unless something really goes badly wrong with this game, it's going to sell a shitload.
No, I like it. I want to play it. I
We'll
want to
do for Spider-Man what the Batman games did, I
want to get a new superhero film. A new superhero game. I need a good one. When was the last good one? Batman, Arkham
Knight was good.
Yeah, I like Arkham City better, but I like Arkham Knight.
Right.
Did you play Arkham Knight, Ben?
I did. Sorry, I did. I got to the bit where you boarded a ship. I think I didn't get too far. I think I got past halfway. It's good. It's very kind of. No, it was a good game. I don't know why I stopped playing. I used to always do that. Now I'm really making a focus on trying to actually finish games. But that was the day.
Next game.
Back then it was 5 hours and then I'm bored. Go on then. What have you got?
Next game ready?
Go on then.
Woohoo! It's a Super Mario Odyssey!
That looks amazing.
Oh my god, totally fucking up for this. And I'm not a 3D Mario guy.
I'm so up. No, me neither. I'm so up for it. I'm gonna buy those amiibos because they look amazing.
I was saying the same thing. I think those will be the first amiibos I buy.
Oh, hey, look what I've got. Look at this amiibo. I don't know if you won't see it for a little delay, but I've got a cool little. Look at that. Can you see?
I'm not watching the stream.
I see it a little more. Oh, you get the 8-bit Mario.
8-bit Mario. It's amazing. It's the only amiibo I've got, but I think Wedding Mario would look great next to it. You can get an 8-bit Zelda, can't you? Kind of tempted to get that one as well.
There's only one amiibo I want, and I can't fucking get it. It's they did a Smash Brother line, and but it's not really. It is a Smash Brother character, but it's probably not what you're thinking. It's Cloud from Final Fantasy VII.
Oh.
In his purple attire, and he just looks so fucking cool. And I just want him on my desk.
Is he a playable character yet?
Yeah.
Oh, he is?
They're not releasing any Wii U DLC right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's totally out. So Super Mario, anyway. Like I said, I'm not a 3D Mario guy. I didn't play 64 because I didn't have an N64. I played a bit of Sunshine, like what I saw. Thought that was an amazing game for the time. even to this day, if you told me that you were going to give me a 3D Mario game and I would have to sit in front of my TV and play it, I probably wouldn't want to do that, even after seeing these videos. What I do want to do is play what I saw of Super Mario Odyssey on handheld.
Yeah,
Just
Mm.
pick it up
That's
and play
like-
it for 5 minutes.
that's one of the biggest things for me right now.
Yeah.
It's like
Like,
the
I
idea.
don't-
Oh.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, it's like just the idea of like what they did with Zelda, and like they're basically doing the same thing with Mario, like making this huge game.
Yeah, I
on,
hope
like, such
it's
a small
huge.
device.
I hope it's
Yeah,
huge, got loads of replayability and stuff like that, because yeah, that's the one thing with having a Switch handheld, you're going to be able to play it for hours and hours. I've not put a game, like I've not put as much time into a game as in ages as I did with Zelda, mainly because I could just play it wherever I went.
Yeah, same here.
So hopefully the same with
It's-
Mario. It's going to be loads of stuff
And
to
it's
do.
like it works well on a portable as well, 'cause it's not really reliant on you having like either great audio or any audio at all.
No.
And you could totally mute a Mario game like that and just get on with it fine. So
And you get to possess people and things.
yeah,
Possess
that
electricity.
mechanic looks great.
I
I love
just,
the 2D stuff.
Yeah,
Like
I just
when
love the
you-
fact
you
that
go through a
I love
Go on.
the fact that Mario is how many 30, 40 years, well, 30 years old, and they're still coming out with these. It's like, hey, there's this brand new, totally brave new mechanic that's coming out, and Nintendo are geniuses for that kind of stuff.
yeah.
They'll change
they-
things. They'll probably change things up, and they're not afraid to bring out something and try it. They'd never play safe.
I think the goodwill they've got coming out of this conference primarily due to, because I don't buy the hype, but people like you said at the start of this show that Nintendo won this E3 now.
Fuck that.
Oh,
How
I
do you
liked it.
come?
Everything they showed, I was like, I want that, and the fact that they addressed their crappy direct when everyone was like, hey, we've got a Pokemon game, we're bringing out Pokken Tournament, and everyone's like, what? And then the fact they were like, oh,
When you say they addressed it, all they said was,
we're making one.
so guess what? That game that makes us billions and billions of dollars, we are gonna make one. You might not see it for a year or two. So see, that's literally
Yeah,
what they did.
but it stopped
Not
all
even,
the.
not even like Metroid, where they gave you like an image of the.
No,
of
but
the-
that seemed like cobbled together a bit, I think, because they've just been bogged down with those questions for the next year or so, going, hey, you can make a Pokemon, you're going to make a Pokemon. Now they can be like, yes, we have.
But I don't think
leave us alone.
that's then. If you give me a trailer, fine, but I don't think that can win an E3. Just saying that you're making a Pokemon game on a Nintendo handheld.
No, but they addressed it, though. But I think Mario stole it for me. It just looked so much fun.
Oh yeah, Mario looked great.
Yes, like Mario. Next game. This one totally took me by surprise. I did not expect it. The Evil Within 2.
Oh man,
That's a thing. That's a fucking thing.
yeah, that's crazy.
I wish Manny was here because he really enjoyed that one. So I'd be interested to get his insight on this one.
I actually really, I'm the guy who recommended it to my brother actually. And, like I don't think he liked it as much as like I actually really enjoyed it. Like
Mm.
I don't know, I
I-
like that.
I've tried it a couple of times, and I enjoyed what I played, especially on the. I think on a PS4, it just runs terribly. On my PC, it was definitely easier to play because it was playing at a decent frame rate, and I modded out the black bars on the screen as well.
Yeah.
But at some point, I dropped off it, and I love those games. My understanding is it's the same guy as Resi 4, right?
Yeah, Resi 4 is like one of my favorite games of all time. And like I wanted a game that kind of controlled like it controls like a modern day Resi 4.
Mm.
And
It's
like
not Resi 4 though, is it?
yeah, it's not. It's definitely not. But I feel
Is-
like with a second chance they can do better with it.
Is it
Because
the same guy? Is
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
the same guy that's gonna do this new one?
Shinji Mikami or something?
Yeah, we're talking about
Evil Within.
Within
Evil Within.
Your
I
favorite
hope
game.
I hope it's fucking 5 hours or 6 hours shorter than the first one.
I don't know about that.
Hmm.
I think it's
Boy,
gonna
the
be way
game was too
longer.
long. Game was too long.
The release date is pretty soon on that one, isn't it? Like it's within a
Yeah.
couple of months, I think. So they
They
did.
showed
so
nothing of it. They showed like
I-
hardly anything.
It was a
It
good
was like a
trailer.
really cool, stylish cinematic trailer, but yeah, no
Yeah.
gameplay. I like the way Bethesda are doing that, kind of announcing games and then releasing them really, really quickly. I
Yeah,
appreciate
they said
that.
Bethesda said every game that they showed is out this year, which I like.
Sweet. Good for them.
That's so cool.
That just means that they'll have another kind of conference in January, won't they?
And have you played Evil
No,
Within?
No, I'm not really interested in it. It just seems.
Yeah.
Oh, it
dark.
says it's a horror. Yeah, so I'm crap with
I
horror
mean,
games.
it's a horror game, but I didn't find it that scary.
But the reviews aren't that good as well. That's another thing.
It wasn't.
Which made me
The
surprised.
reviews were all right. It was like a solid 8.
The story was all over the place, in my opinion. The story was all over the place, and it overstayed its welcome.
Yeah.
The
But you're
story
looking
stuff
forward to the
seemed
second one?
odd. I think they'll nail the second one because they must know that just the fact that they're doing this game tells me that they want
Ran
to
out
nail
of
it.
ideas. Oh,
There was so many issues. There were so many issues with that first one. To do a second one is quite surprising, I think. So they must be pretty confident, and the fact it's coming out so soon as well. I'd be surprised if this one doesn't improve upon
it looked
a lot.
pretty. I might even play it. Just that the trailer was really artsy and pretty, and that's
Yeah,
the thing I like.
it's out this year. We saw no gameplay or anything like that. We just saw a trailer.
Hmm.
It's like a little
That's
CG
dope.
trailer.
I trust Bethesda at least in terms of quality. So even if I don't end up really liking the game, I don't think they're just going to shit out, a badly made game. I would hope.
Gonna shit it out.
So personally, I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah,
But we'll see.
I'll
I
give it a
guess.
go. But I'm not as excited as the other one. Is that next, John? The other Bethesda game.
No, I've got no more Bethesda games on this. What are
Really?
you referring to?
Wait.
Wolfenstein?
Oh no, I have. I
Yeah.
totally have. There's one before it. The Last Night.
Oh, that's the one that we all liked like when we saw it.
This is the
Then we
previous game of
all
all time.
decided we hated it because of how
Oh.
sexist the.
Oh yeah. we all-
You decided that. You decided that. I like art. Okay.
No, I
Let's
like
put it that
the
way.
look
I
of
like-
it.
And you also hate women, so that's a good thing that you.
Yeah.
you
It's the other way around.
Hating is an art form.
God, it looks beautiful. Like I have
looks-
no
it
idea
looks
what it's gonna
gorgeous.
play like, but like
Me
what I've
neither.
seen of it makes me want it so bad.
Looks like just like a 2D platformer.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like
Apparently
it
it's
might
a
be like another world. Like remember that game?
Yeah.
Not like
Finish
another
that on
one,
my PS4.
Bionic Commander. Is it Commando? Is that what it is? That's the
That is a platformer.
yeah,
It's like
One of the
Abe's
extent
Odyssey, but
Yeah.
pixel.
something like that.
Oh no, it reminds me like I hope it plays like that Xbox game that came out on something on Summer of Arcade. It was that shit. What was it called? Holy shit! They're making a sequel. They just re-released it HD on all the
That's-
consoles for free.
That's Bionic Commando.
No,
Wasn't
never mind. Fuck all of you.
No, it wasn't. What game was it?
No,
I know what you're talking about.
Shadow something.
Shadow Complex.
Shadow Complex. Yeah, I feel
yeah.
like it's probably gonna play like Shadow Complex, if anything.
I hope the gameplay is just me pressing X and like and
See
then,
more
there's-
beautiful pictures.
and then it's just beautiful for me.
With the music, I got my Hotline Miami vibes. Like just maybe
Yeah.
the kind of the art,
Everything
the
about
music.
it, I just fucking loved. It's got Blade Runner. It's got 80s music. It's grimy.
Yeah.
It's moody. It's got noir. Oh my god, so up for it.
Yeah.
Next game then, Wolfenstein 2 New Colossus.
Wolfenstein.
That game-
Can I get a milkshake?
I actually reinstalled Wolfenstein after watching that because I played like 5 hours of it
Yeah.
and something else came. No, I think I ended up getting my
Fantastic
PC.
game. The game looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
Mm.
The game
It-
looks gorgeous. It looks
it's-
like they took Doom and fucking
Yeah.
made a Wolfenstein game out of it.
Yeah, you
We
see,
will-
that's a good art style.
Or schooling you. The things with
You get it,
Wolfenstein
yes.
though is the story that makes it for me, especially. Not just and like the just how crazy some of the characters are. Like the first one was just insane. Some of the stuff you had to do, and like at one point you had to escape a room that was being like you were being cooked alive at one point, and you had to escape from it. And then this guy came to like complete gratuitous violence, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to this new one, especially because it's set in America. We get to kill Americans. Hey.
No, you're not killing Americans. You're still killing German Nazis
You're killing Nazis.
and Klans members. So yeah, you are killing them.
The only true Americans, as far as I'm concerned. Um,
Slash S.
I played Wolfenstein. I finished Wolfenstein, and there was such a buzz around that game because it kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And people were loving it, and I kind of came out of it a little bit cold. I appreciate what they did. I think for me personally, I struggle with
Good games.
Yeah,
Yeah, you struggle with good games.
Yeah.
linear
Sports
first
games.
person shooters. I tend to
Yeah.
struggle with these days.
Oh,
I'd like to have.
Titanfall
I like to have
2.
Yeah, Titanfall 2.
Yeah, I dropped off that as well. I don't know.
What?
I just,
Wow,
How can you
that
drop
was
off it?
so
It
good.
finishes before you start playing it.
they're just hyper technical shooting galleries, and it just doesn't really do it for me. Something I know I said about Metro earlier that I really like that, and that's just because of the world around it. I find really engrossing, but yeah, Wolfenstein didn't do it for me. But hell of an accomplishment to reboot a franchise and introduce loads of new people to it. I guess and some really weird stuff in that game too.
I like the
Is it actually,
the
actually
original.
supposed to be Jimi Hendrix, or is it just somebody that thinks they're Jimi Hendrix?
It was
Jimi
Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix. Yeah.
That's really weird. That's really odd to do that. So who's
like
the guy
it.
playing the sax in the new one? Is he famous too? Is that a thing they're doing?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
I need to rewatch that trailer because I was watching it kind of with my mouth open, going,
Mm.
"This game looks awesome."
That's
But
always
it shoots a little bit like
do like
a
the fact
Bethesda
that
game.
Pardon?
It shoots like
Like
a
the fact you
Bethesda
can play
game.
the retro levels in it.
Oh yeah.
Like
I
the fact
don't-
you can play the retro levels in Wolfenstein and in Doom as well. It's like they're building little heritage. Cool.
Okay,
All right, that's it for the list of games. There's just one more thing I wanna
that's
ask you about.
27.
I deleted some as we went. 'cause
All
we were
right.
taking too long.
Madden 17.
So Shadow of the Colossus, for instance, I
Oh,
deleted that one because
God.
we're all looking forward to that one, aren't we?
hmm
Hopefully,
wanna talk to you
hopefully it
about
sells.
something-
Hopefully it sells better than.
I'm literally gonna buy a
than-
PlayStation 4 for that game. So
Yes.
Yeah, we were live
Yes.
streaming that, and we thought, I think Andre's going to be pretty excited at this
yeah. Oh,
because Jordan was queefing.
Jordan was literally jerking off the entire time.
In fact, he disappeared. Jordan, whatever happened to you? You kind of just disappeared from the chat and never came back. He went to finish himself. We just
When they got to the Spider-Man bit, and he was obviously the pinnacle of the conference, and I was really drunk and also really excited about Shadow of the Colossus, so I was like, I knew there was.
I need to finish myself off. I'm gonna go.
because clearly they positioned Spider-Man as the pinnacle. I then knew that there was no Bloodborne 2 coming, so I just
Could have said
checked out.
goodbye,
So I was
Jordan.
like, I'm
Just disappeared. It's
I
like,
just ended
wait,
it.
wait a
I
minute,
just
Jordan's not butting in. Where's the? All right, okay, he's gone.
I'm done. I had everything I needed from that conference. I want to talk to you about the Xbox One X.
Oh. Yeah.
Do you like it?
You mean the Scorpio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Xbox One
Xbox
X
One
because
X is the project name. It's going to be called Scorpio.
because the Xbox One X and the Xbox One S sound so different that old people are definitely not going to get confused when they're buying presents for their kids. It just seems like Xbox.
One that costs $500 and the other one that costs like $2.
Costs $200.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great. $199.
They'll go for the cheap
You
one.
can get an S4 right
Only
now.
for like 2 weeks. Only for 2 weeks.
You know you're getting a price drop during. They did the same thing, and then 2 weeks later they did a permanent price drop, or was it 3 weeks later? I think that's what they did. Yeah, they did a permanent price drop.
Can you imagine
They're
that, like,
doing
when
it,
the
you-
360 came
It's
out?
gonna be $199.
When the 360 came out, can you just imagine? Okay, let's say, okay, in the future, so this is the 360. We had the Xbox, and now the next one, in 2 generations' time, is going to be called the Xbox One X. Like, what the fuck?
I
Can't they
can't-
just stick to it? I just like PlayStation. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Put the name aside then.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy it just mainly because of the name.
What do you think about the console?
What's the next one going to be called?
I think the console is fucking gorgeous.
All right.
I agree.
I think it is the prettiest thing I have seen.
I
out
think it's
there.
Microsoft-
Out of
I think
all the
it's-
consoles, out of all
Get out
the, out
now.
of every console that's come out, I think the Xbox One X
What,
it looks
in terms of how
the
it
best.
looks?
Neon
how
Switch.
it looks and the power that they were able to fit into such a tiny little thing. It's crazy how technology is getting, and you can only assume that it's just gonna keep getting smaller and fucking. In fucking 20 years, our consoles are gonna be USB drives, and we're just gonna fucking
Yeah.
connect it
It's
to our
gonna be
TV.
on, it's gonna be on the
No,
cloud,
honestly,
you know.
The only thing stopping consoles from getting any smaller is the fact that you need a disk drive in them.
Mm.
And I feel like eventually they're just gonna build like an all download console. And that's
Mm.
or like a computer, you know?
yeah.
I've decided I'm not going to get an Xbox One S. Just because I don't think I
One
need
S or
one.
one X?
X, sorry. I don't need one.
Oh, I'm.
Nobody needs one.
No.
I just gotta.
Oh, I
I just
dunno.
gotta find. You see, I brought this up. I don't know who. I think I brought it up with you guys already, but I'll let everybody else know that the reason I want to get an Xbox One X is because I do see myself getting a 4K television. I do see myself having that television away from my computer. And the way Microsoft is going now with the Play Anywhere, I can be playing on my computer, and then afterwards, you know what? I'm sick and tired of sitting behind this monitor on this chair. Let me go chill on my bed or on my couch, and then just pick up the controller.
But that's only
and
with
keep-
Microsoft First
and then
Party,
keep
isn't
playing.
it?
What's up?
Like that's only with Microsoft First Party games, so like maybe Halo, Forza.
There'll be some games that I'll have on PC, and there'll be some games that I'll just play on console. Like a FIFA, I'll always play a FIFA on console. Like a Forza, you know, I don't know. That's going to have PC. I might play it on PC, but I mean, like games that are strictly like multiplayer based that I don't think will ever do good on PC. I'll get them on. I'll get it on console. Like I'm not gonna buy the new Call of Duty on PC. It's just not gonna happen. I won't be able to play with people online. You know what I mean?
You don't play Call of Duty
So
online.
huh?
It's full of crazies.
Oh, I mean, dude, like I said, my favorite Call of Duty was probably World at War, and I want more of that. I want more of that online.
So in terms of the whole, like, it being a PC away from your PC, that doesn't really impact me, because as you can see, my TV's behind me, I'm sitting next to my PC.
Yeah.
All kind of roped in. I play my PC on my TV all the time, so that's not an issue. But I am considering buying one, basically as a Halo machine. I really want to play Halo again.
And like I said, this is if people who don't have PCs, this is where you're gonna. This console is the thing you're gonna use to play games at the peak performance level.
Yeah, and I think for me, games like Red Dead 2, I've got to assume that considering how much more powerful this console is than even the PS4 Pro, I've got to assume that Red Dead 2 will run better on the Xbox One X. So for me, that's a consideration. So any games that are not going to be on PC, I guess, I'll probably end up playing them there. So it'll be Sony exclusives on the PlayStation, and then multi-platform console exclusives on the Xbox One X.
Yeah, as someone with an Xbox One S, I don't see the need for it. But I can see if I didn't have one, then I'd probably be like, yeah, okay, I will. But
I'm just like I've been
games.
disappointed this entire generation, because I've always been a guy that will have both consoles, wherever that was back in the day, Nintendo and PlayStation. Now Nintendo's kind of a side thing, but I've been disappointed this generation that I didn't pick up a Microsoft console, and they gave me no reason to. The Xbox One was a badly made machine, and everything that you see now with the Xbox One X is them apologizing for that machine.
I'm so sad that I feel if the Xbox One came out of the gate with two SKUs, one with a Kinect and one without a Kinect, I think we'd be talking about a whole different story right now. I truly think. I mean, it is. I mean, the reason why people bought more PlayStations was because PlayStation was how much, $399, and the Xbox was what?
Was it the
$5?
price? I mean, the reason I didn't buy it was the exclusives. It's good. It's great that they're releasing everything on PC, but it's also crap for them because it makes me think, well, I can play everything on PC, so there's no point.
But they're comfortable with that. Like,
yeah, they're comfortable. You don't make.
As long as you're buying their stuff, they're happy.
Yeah, they've said that they don't make their money off of selling consoles. Most of the money they make are of software.
I can't see them making
looks
much money
awesome.
on that console. Like $500 for what they're giving you is pretty much like they can't be making a hell of a lot of profit on that. I don't think.
I actually read an article. They're actually selling every Xbox One X at a loss, which is fucking crazy. Which is crazy that they're doing.
Not typical these days.
Wonder, like that's one thing you didn't mention, John. One of the games was Forza. How gorgeous does that game look?
Yeah.
It's a racing game. Who cares?
Yeah, but
It's
I played
but
6
you know
a bit
what?
earlier. It's great.
Do you have a Forza
It was
on
the
your
last
list,
6.
Jordan?
It was, and
You
I
got-
deleted it. Yeah.
Oh, you deleted. Well, I want to talk about Forza a little bit. I love that you're actually going to be able. You have your characters now that you can
Yeah.
customize and everything like that. They're focusing on your avatar. I think that's.
You can get out of the car and
that's
stand
amazing.
on the podium, and you can have convertibles and like actually be in the car.
Yeah, I think that's really, really cool that you can do that. They're saying that you can make
Power
your
of the
character
cloud.
look. You can make your character look as professional as possible or as crazy as possible.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
I want
I don't know.
some.
Seeing that game makes me excited for the new Horizon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
Zero
gonna
Dawn.
be insane. No.
No,
No.
Horizon Zero Dawn. What happened with the
DLC?
Horizon
Wait, you're talking about the
DLC?
DLC?
God.
No, but Forza Horizon's great. I wonder what the next one. The first ever Forza game I played was Forza Horizon 3, and I got Forza Motorsport 6 the other day, and that is great. That's a really, really, really good game. I enjoyed it. But Forza Horizon, what are the other two like? Are they kind of set in different places? Is it an open world racing game like 3 was? Do they kind of stick to the same model?
Forza Horizon 2 was set in I think Barcelona.
Ooh.
No, it was set, it's set in on some European island. Wasn't it?
I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Left in
Yeah, it
Barcelona.
was set up on some European island during an EDM festival or something like that.
Oh God.
It's cheesy as hell. It's very millennial, the Forza Horizon 3.
Yeah.
I got these festivals in
Yeah,
the
but-
desert. Yeah.
Most of it was tweeting shit out while you're driving your Ferrari.
Oh, one game you
Yeah.
didn't mention, Jordan.
Which is what I'd be doing in real life if I was driving a Ferrari. I'd be fucking Snapchatting all day.
Speaking of millennials, you didn't mention Life is Strange, the prequel.
Oh yes.
Is that the
Yeah.
full game though?
No, it's
I
not a
don't-
full
I feel
game.
No.
Yes, and Life is Strange as shit, so I thought I'd leave that one off.
It's like 20.
Wait a
Isn't
second.
it 3
Wait.
episodes? It's 3 episodes, but if you buy the complexion, you get.
it's a prequel, yeah. So she
Yeah.
hasn't even got any powers. Is that
No,
right?
I think she
But
does.
you're
have
not
powers.
playing as her. You're playing as Chloe.
Yeah, the one that's
Okay, she
the
hasn't got any
episode.
powers.
I
No.
think
So what the fuck is the point of this game?
dude, rinse
Because the
it's a
characters are
bridge.
so interesting that you need
You're
to
doubling
get
down on the
going.
teen melodrama shit.
It's not
Teen
even
X,
a,
dude.
God, I
Um,
can't
It's not even a
wait.
sequel
I
though.
can't-
Is
Come-
it? It's not,
Wait, it's gonna be
The
so
game,
Why were those
the
whales
game,
dead?
the game
That's why I
comes with
wanna
the game comes with the Green Day album.
but it's not made.
good.
It's not even made by the
Green
same
Day and
people
Sum
that made
41.
Life is Strange. It's not made by Don't Nod or whatever they're called.
Yeah, it's
Um,
not made by Don't Nod. I've spoken to the people at Don't Nod on Twitter.
yeah.
And yeah,
Did they
I mean,
reply?
I just wrote, hey, I love your game, and they're like, hey, thanks, man. I'm like, all right,
Don't buy
see
the
you
next
later.
one.
Yeah, go buy.
But
Yeah,
they-
but the one thing that makes me mad is what's her name's not coming back. Ashley,
Birch.
Ashley
voice
Burke isn't coming
actor.
back. Yeah.
Because she's taking part in the. She's in the writer's strike. I read. Or the.
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
in
is
the voice actors.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was.
strike.
The
involved
voice
with
actor
voice
strike.
actors. Yeah, the voice actor strike. Yeah.
God,
The world
forced them
really
to go
doesn't
back.
need any more Life is Strange. I'm just
The
gonna
world
know that.
needs- No,
Doesn't need
they
any more
said-
Chloe. And Jesus Christ, this is based around her. I was like, oh no.
They
I'd
said
ra-
the sequel is gonna be the number 2 is gonna be a completely different town.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay,
is she gonna?
well
Is she,
done, yeah.
is she gonna get her period for the first time? No, that was sexist. but that was- sorry.
Wow.
I'd have
I'm
rather.
interested again.
I'd have rather.
Life is Strange.
Let's go back to talking about the last light for my brother here.
I'd have
With Chloe
rather.
to women.
I'd have preferred the the prequel to be based on that stupid Christian girl that jumped off a building. Spoiler alert.
Oh fuck her. She didn't jump off the building in my playthrough, right? I saved.
I wish Chloe had jumped off the building. Jesus.
Oh god, I wish you would have jumped off a building.
Oh, she doesn't have,
Don't
she
talk
doesn't
about
have
my
blue.
Chloe, though.
I don't think she has blue hair in this one, so she's slightly less
No.
annoying.
At the end, this is gonna happen. Her head's gonna be in the sink, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
then she's gonna lift up and show that she has blue hair, and that's the end of this game.
Exactly. Yeah.
I
Totally.
guarantee you, that's the end of this fucking game.
Oh,
It's gonna be so fucking dumb. I can't wait.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it
Oh,
just
you
because
have
I
to
want to moan. I'm gonna stream it, and I'm gonna be like, look at this fucking idiot.
This is gonna be a game I play this is gonna be the first episodic game I play as they come out, just because I want to give them my money.
And we can talk
So
about
I
it
fucking love it.
throughout the
I can't
podcast.
wait. I cannot wait to talk about it.
Yeah, man
Will
is
not
gonna
be
be super happy.
Don't get me wrong. I don't think these games are good.
No.
I don't think they're written well. I don't think they control that great. I think
Hella.
they control better than I don't think they control hella great. I think
You should get the
I think
game. Jordan, have you
Yeah.
got it? Have you played it?
I finished it. It's shit.
Oh, you finished. I didn't realize you finished it. I thought you'd be
Oh, my
hating on
brother
it even
should
more.
play it.
Yeah, Manny should
I
play
think
it.
my,
Well, I think I didn't do the last episode.
I'll play it when I don't play.
The
it.
last one was actually the last episode wasn't as bad as the other.
Unless it's free, I'm not gonna play. it.
Didn't care. Just didn't care.
The first one
There's
was
no
great.
scissoring, so I'm assuming it didn't happen in the last bit.
Well,
Right.
depends what decision you make.
you know, if my brother
I hope
doesn't
they-
play
I
this
hope they
game,
all
I'm gonna
die,
fucking.
dude.
They don't
Right.
all die. Well, I mean, play the game. Spoiler alert.
Mhm.
All right.
Are we gonna?
Right, we're
Choose
going
a
to decide on
favourite.
our game of E3 now.
Is
Okay.
it as a group or is it individually?
Individually, I think.
All right.
And then at the end, we have to kind of come to a
Yeah.
conclusion on quick play the game of the.
Is it
Okay,
ones that we're
strap
most
in for another
excited?
hour.
What makes it the game of E3?
This that you are most excited about.
Okay, that you want to play. If it was out, if I said okay, any of these games could be out tomorrow,
Oh shit!
which would
Oh, I
it
mean,
be?
come on, everyone's gonna pick
Awesome.
Mario.
No.
Mine is Mario. It has to be Mario.
Yeah.
So Ben Mario, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
If
Although
we're doing it
Anthem
as a
looks
website, if we're doing
No,
it
no,
as
no,
a
this is
website,
your-
I'm
this is-
okay.
this is
with
your
that.
indi- this is your
This is
individual.
individual.
that's
This is
yeah.
individual.
A Way Out
And
is
then we
mine.
can.
Actually,
Alright,
Life
let's-
is Street.
Let's do.
Life
yeah,
is
fuck you.
straight.
Let's do individual, and then maybe at the end when we're deciding like a website one, we can just talk more in depth.
That's gonna be
Tom
Mario. There's
Two
literally
Marios.
no way
Manny?
Mario does.
Which one's yours,
You
John?
guys are all fucking Mario.
Yes, we're all fucking Mario.
I haven't done anything yet.
No.
Manny?
All right, I'm stuck on 2 right now. I'm stuck
Oh
on
my
2.
God. Anthem and The Days Gone.
Yeah.
Anthem and Sea of Thieves.
Damn it.
Ooh, Sea of Thieves
Close.
looks
Anthem and Sea of Thieves. Those are my 2 right now. Come back to me in a little bit after I think over a bit.
Hmm.
No, no,
Those,
you got-
those are they're both basically the same game, but that's what I'm stuck on right
God,
now.
our Game of the Year discussion is going to be amazing. It's going to be like
Oh,
7 hours
God.
long.
Yeah.
Manny, which one, mate?
All right. I want to say honestly, I want to say Sea of Thieves because I
Yeah.
haven't really seen so much of Anthem. I haven't.
Mm.
All I have to say about Anthem is like a
It's got
trailer
promise.
and yeah. All I have to go by Anthem is a trailer, but we've seen a lot of Sea of Thieves, and that looks right up my alley. And so I'm gonna say game that I'm excited about is Sea of Thieves.
Mine is The Way Out. A Way Out.
You've already said Mario.
No, I take it back. I thought we were doing it as a website. I was okay with Mario winning. But
The
yeah,
Way
mine
Out.
would be A Way Out.
Interesting.
Okay, so we've got Mario, A Way Out, and what did you go for, Manny? Was it Anthem or
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves? Okay, cool. So my runner-up, I would say, is Anthem, and the one I'm most excited about is Monster Hunter World.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
How do you
Anthem
mute
is
him? Can we mute him?
Anthem is my runner-up as well. Anthem
Life
is
is
definitely
Strange,
my
my runner-up.
My
So
runner
if
up.
it's our runner-up, what's your guys? Is Anthem one of your guys' runner games?
I don't know. I just feel like I'm going to be burned by it. I feel like I don't want to get too hyped up because I just
I don't
know
trust BioWare.
Yeah, last time we got hyped about a BioWare game.
Yeah, we got burned.
I was only out by it.
it was the
Well, we know where all the people that were working on decent games were going.
Yeah, yeah. We now know why Mass Effect was so shit.
I think my
go
second
with it.
my second game might be that what's it called? Boston game. What's it? Is it Boston or Michigan or what's the name of it? Detroit.
Right?
That's the one. Yeah.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Wait, oh my god. It's a New York, Colorado,
Just keep
Alabama
naming,
Reloaded
keep
or something.
naming
Alabama Reloaded or Far Cry? No, definitely. Yeah, mine's Detroit and Mario is my number one.
Well, we all literally have we literally all have like such a diverse.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I like
also
about
my-
this.
Yeah,
So
I can't
what's-
wait for Life is Strange. Life is Strange game of the show though, for everyone.
Yep, I agree.
As a
Yeah.
website?
No, fuck Chloe.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point.
No, she doesn't put out.
All right.
So what's the one?
So what's the click place?
It's gonna be the.
If I have to vote
last
for
night,
one
isn't
of
it?
these to win Click Plays game of the show, I would say it was Mario.
I'll
I
vote
would-
Mario.
I would vote Mario.
I'd
I
vote.
mean, I guess I'm not voting for. I mean, I don't really.
Oh, because you're a piece of shit. Mute him and pick him.
Oh man,
I'm doing. I mean, I say Sea of Thieves.
I'm with Manny in the fact that
100%.
I mean I agree with Mario that should be number one, but Sea of Thieves does look awesome, and it
Oh yeah,
looks
Sea of Thieves, right.
like a game that
So many
Manny would
things go
play.
wrong with it.
After
So many things.
I just know if I'd get bored really quickly with it. I don't know.
You play with a good group of people. Everyone get it for the Xbox, and then we can all play
Yeah.
together. Because I'm not fucking getting a PC.
Oh,
Is it not
Oh
cross
no,
between the
it's
two?
crossplay. You can play
Oh,
PC. You
sweet.
can play with Xbox. From what I understand.
Yes. It's the future.
speaking of
cool.
crossplay
Yeah,
as well, Rocket League is coming to the Switch, and it's going to be
yeah.
crossed with PC, is it? But not PlayStation.
Yeah.
PC and Xbox, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
This-
going to be
But
60 frames per second.
PlayStation is worried about their children that play the video on their console that they don't want.
Worried
they
about
don't
the
want
security, aren't they? They're worried about the security after
Yeah,
they lost
security,
everyone's
and they don't
password.
want they cater to a very
Did tell what happened
select
with,
group of people
with that
who are
PlayStation.
better than everybody else, so they don't want them to.
You know the PlayStation.
You sound like a
Hang on.
fanboy.
You know that
I mean,
PlayStation
that's what they
hack?
said. That's exactly what they fucking said.
you know that PlayStation hack? You know when they like hacked in and stole everyone's passwords and that. I was
You mean when PlayStation was down for fucking 6 months or whatever? Is that what you're
2
talking
days
about? Hack,
over
or which hack are you
Christmas.
talking about?
2 days over
That was
Christmas,
the day,
pretty
wasn't
much. No, they stole my password. They somehow got my password. They got into my account. They reset all my devices. Then they activated their PlayStation as the primary PS4. And then I went back into. I was like, wait, because then I tried to use the Vita for what was it called? Second screen? No, not second screen. Link is it? You know when you can play your PS4 game on it. And it's like, okay, you need to set your PlayStation as your primary, activate it as your primary PS4. So I went on and it says like, no, you must deactivate it from the other console. I was like, what the fuck? So then I went online to do like one of those resets so I could reset all my consoles, and they said, oh no, you've done it in the last 6 months, so you can't.
Oh,
And
God.
I emailed them and they were like, no, you can't. They came back like fucking idiots. They're going, no, you need to deactivate it from the other console. And I was like, yes, but that's some kind of guy that stole my data from a hack, and I can't do that. And they're like, oh, you're gonna have to wait 6 months. So I couldn't use the Vita as a second like screen for my PlayStation for 6 fucking
Wait,
months.
guys, we totally missed the most important game of E3.
Destiny 2.
How did we? No,
VR.
no.
All the VR games.
Fucking Mario and Rabbids, guys. Come
Oh
on.
yeah, Jordan.
That's
God.
the end of the podcast.
You crazy motherfucker.
That looks
That's my
awesome.
game of the show. In
It
fact,
sounds alright actually.
that's
'Cause
the game of Click Click Play.
it's like it's basically XCOM, isn't it? Which I
Yeah.
totally avoided anything they showed me about that game,
Pit
and then
people will
somebody
have you
said
know.
it was like XCOM.
I wonder, but I
I love
wonder.
XCOM.
I wonder if it's in depth, like how XCOM is. Like, can you go back to the Mushroom Kingdom and upgrade your engineers to make your little robot a little faster or something?
God,
How is that gonna work?
It's
Got
gonna be such a
permadeath.
weird game, yeah.
It reminds me of 3D.
Permadeath in it. Mario's gonna die.
What about have you ever played Pit People? It's in early access at the moment. It's really. It sounds like kind of that's a 2D version of this. Kind of covering, making. You can move certain squares and attack people.
Shut up. You're out of the podcast.
I'll be doing that thing now where we just keep on talking instead of ending the podcast.
You'd put this thing
Sounds
down.
Wait, guys. Do you think in Life is Strange the
No, you gotta sacrifice her.
We're running
But Destiny
on 2
2,
hours
excited
right now.
about Destiny 2?
I am excited about Destiny. Real
Fuck Destiny.
big bullshit that the PC has to wait almost a
6
month, or if
weeks.
not
6
a little
weeks,
bit
I
more
think.
than a month.
Yeah, 6 weeks.
That's first of all I think that's complete bullshit, and 100%. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist. I don't want to
But-
fucking go out.
Here it goes. But
Yeah.
9/11 seems like an inside joke.
Sandy Hook,
No.
all actors.
No, Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you? Just mute all of that. What's it called? Dude,
It's to get both copies sold.
PC
isn't it?
PC is going to be the place to play that game.
Mhm.
100%. 4K.
if you
and
like playing
running
with a
at
mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, if 4K and at 60 frames. No, excuse me, uncapped frames.
Mhm.
They're trying to make you buy it twice.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm not going to buy it.
And I'm
twice.
gonna buy it
I'm not
twice.
buying it twice.
I'm getting it on PS4.
I'm not buying it twice. I'm not doing. I'm
And
not.
I'm
Now, and because I'm also being held back from content for a year again.
Not if you get it on
I-
PS4.
I think that's bullshit. No, I think that's bullshit.
I think you're
that's
bullshit.
to me. I think that's bullshit, and it's anti-players, and it's whatever.
God, I got Jim
Everyone
Sterling
join
on the
the
podcast
Xbox
here.
One, and then we can all play together. That'd be great.
Xbox, no one's got Xbox One. Not even.
I just think it's anti-player and whatever. I mean, it's a business, right? So
Yeah, what you
it is what it is.
All right, Jim Sterling. Right. So I think should we? Yeah, we're dead. By the way, guys, in the chat, anyone game of show for anybody else? So we've got Mario as our game of show.
I know Commander in chat was saying that Anthem it was his game show.
Maybe it'll be game of
And
show
I-
next year when we know more about it.
And the year after that.
And the year
Like in
after.
2 years.
We'll for sure see more about we'll for sure see more about it during Gamescom, for sure. And then isn't Xbox having their own event now? Did I hear that that was coming? Xbox is having like their own like Xbox Fest, like how PSX exists.
Xbox Fest.
I could have
I
swore
like it.
Xbox was having their own thing. Yeah, it's gonna be called XXX Fest.
Bone
in Las
Fest.
Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah.
Did you see the guy in the
At the fucking
See the guy
at
when they were-
Caesar's Palace.
Did you see the guy in the Xbox conference call it the X-Bone by mistake? He's like, on the X-Bone box.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
He was going to get shot. It's like, damn it, we got rid of the one bit. Oh, the X. Anyway, let's put this thing out. Take it around the back and shoot it. Okay. So, thanks very much. Don't forget, we have Patreon, patreon.com/clickclickplay. Thank you very much to our Patreons, which are, who are, I had it on here, but it seems that somebody's removed it.
Buck, you fucking asshole.
Where did did you delete it? It was on my thing. Yeah,
No,
Sin.
just scroll down.
Scroll down.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Sin, AJ, and Buck, thank you very, very much for subscribing.
Thank you so much for supporting the podcast and supporting the site.
Yeah, we're
awesome.
ad-free. I've removed all adverts from any YouTube videos except Nintendo because they're cunts and they make sure that I have to put adverts on any product, anything with Nintendo, so that they
And we
can
just
take
named
the
them
money.
Game of the Show. So.
Company,
Okay.
the company's twats, but no,
Not
actually.
not giving it to them. I still think Sea of Thieves is Game of Show, and it should be.
No,
I feel like Mario. It's
we're
fucking
all
going
allowed to
be
have
this-
different. You
the
shut your mouth
same
before you
thing.
say
Mario is
anything.
going to be the same thing.
And now
God.
Evan is not going to buy Mario just because we
Sea of Thieves will be
named it.
broken.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves
Hey,
will be
but you know
broken,
what?
and
It'll be
there's-
broken, and I'll still enjoy playing it.
The faces in fucking Anthem are gonna be all crazy looking. The faces
That's in
are
the
not
lore.
gonna look like they did in that.
That's in the lore, first of all. How come we didn't talk about Beyond Good and Evil? Did you guys talk about that?
That was such bullshit.
Hey, look,
That's coming out
funny.
like 12 years from now.
They got a raccoon that
this
swears. Amazing. All right.
There's a pig man.
So yeah, thanks Sin, AJ, and Buck, and I say we're ad free now. We're very close to.
Wait, I got a question. If you had to be spliced with an animal, which animal would you want to be spliced
What?
with? Speaking of Beyond Good and Evil, speaking of that, which animal would you guys? Because I definitely in the trailer I saw like a human shark,
A
which I thought
dung
was
beetle.
maybe a dung
Moving
beetle.
on.
An
I just
owl.
want to roll my own shit all day.
I want to be a horse so I can have a big ass dick.
Make a change.
Or a walrus. The walrus have the biggest penis. I want a walrus.
Okay, John.
Listen,
John's
there's
just
walruses.
like finish it, finish it. Yeah, I've got work tomorrow. So it's don't forget follow us on Twitter, click play, Facebook is click play, Patreon click play, Venmo. Andre?
Manny Pizarro at Venmo.
Yeah,
Even though I
Jose Pizarro.
And yeah, so follow us all on there. So wait a minute,
Follow us on
we've got the oh yeah, if you join our Patreon, Manny will send you a picture of his nipples.
No, I definitely will not. Definitely don't say that.
Gonna get all.
I mean,
of
if I
them.
go to the beach and I snap, then you might see it. But
All right, I will see you all. So we need to wave until the end. Bye.
Don't mute me though. Don't mute us.
Don't mute us.
Bye
okay.
everybody.
Bye.
bye, everybody. We're ending it. I'll be streaming right after. I hope.
Don't worry, I'll be streaming in like 2 hours, so you don't have to be with him for too long. Bye.
Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye.
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 I'm still waving. I'm not on the camera.
Everybody should play Life is Strange because it's a great game.
Yeah. And
Alright.
kill Chloe at the end.
everybody.
Kill Chloe at the end.
Don't kill Chloe.
Why was the whales dead? What happened to the whales?
Who cares about the whales? Fuck whales. Exactly. Sorry, John. Fuck whales.
Fuck whales. Kill them all. Kill all the whales.
Yeah. Fuck whales.
Oh,
Everyone
that's
that
what
lives
I
there.
want to be mixed with the whale.
I want to be half whale. Ah.
Oh, so
Whale.
God, man.
No.
Andre, how long does this outro last? It's still going. My face.
It's a minute.
I kind of fuck whales in real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's where you were last night. Agent Clark says, didn't answer questions. We had a question about
There were
Star
no
Citizen.
questions.
Next week questions. Bye.
Yeah, next week is just going to be questions. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Give us money.